Survival House Network.
And don't like the brags, I don't like the boast. They like hot butter on the breakfast toast. Watching flicks, talking chicks, I like to motorboat. Can Riverman make it, yo, a check? Nope. So look at all these movies I got. Commenting like, should we watch them or not? And I know they just be acting for cash, but I still got one question to ask. Like, why'd he do that, do that, do that? If that was me, I'd be like, screw that, screw that, screw that. I'm an alpha, I'd eat through that, through that, through that. So why'd he do that, do that, do that?
Hey gang, BTM commentary. We're back this week with Mac, Zach, of course, and myself.
Zach is not here. We got motherfucking Master P on the track.
That's Master P.
Zach couldn't make it today, so what I'm doing instead, got another fucking cup.
This ain't no P.
Tell them what we're doing.
Okay.
Let me hear you say,
No, Master P, you tell them what we're doing.
We're doing Tales from the Hood from 1999. The same year, I released one of the greatest records ever made, Only God Can Judge Me. One of the greatest. Not as good as the Ghetto D, though, that came out in 97.
No.
Okay, so what are we doing, Master P?
We're going to watch this movie.
All right, so Master P straight speaking some Ebonics over there, so I'll just tell you. We're doing Tales from the Hood, and Zach and I have been on this kick with doing requests since the COVID-19 thing has been all rampant, doing away with the themes and shit like that. I got to find out. I can't remember who requested this, because we've been getting a lot of them, so I will find that momentarily, and I will give the proper shout out, but we're going to go ahead and get started.
You do that, you beta cuck.
Bitch.
We watching this movie. Yeah, we want to do this movie because Mac loved this movie, and it's one of his greatest movies ever made.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Hell yeah. Oh, look at them cantaloupe. The cantaloupe, they running.
Cantaloupe?
Is that what they are? Are they cantaloupes?
Buffaloes? You're thinking antelope,
Buffalo.
but it's a buffalo, motherfucker.
Antelope. Yeah, I don't know shit about no animals at the farm. 40 acres and a mule. 40 acres and a mule production. Motherfucker.
All right.
Rusty Cundiff.
Are we going to be doing the podcast with Master P? Is that the whole time?
Master P. Look at that. Look at that title, that credit sequence. That's terrible looking.
Hey,
Oh, fuck. Romeo, get the fuck out of here. I'm doing a commentary with these white boys.
that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, Master P, how's Lil Romeo doing? Is he Lil Romeo still, or is he...
He just walked in. I told him get the fuck out. Rusty Cundiff.
Hey, Master P, where were you when you first saw this movie, man? I remember I saw it in the mid-90s, and I watched it on Skinamax. Where'd you see it?
I was mixing my greatest album that I ever recorded, Only God Can Judge Me. And it's one of the greatest albums. Sam Monroe, Pamela Jai Parker. See, Zach wanted me on because I was an uncredited producer in this movie.
Was he? Were you? I'm sorry.
I was.
Okay.
Tom Wright. I thought that said Tom Waits. Damn. Oh, look at that. He got a blunt in his mouth. Hell yeah.
All right. Mac, when's the first time you saw this movie?
Fuck, I don't remember, man.
Would that be funny if I just did this whole movie?
I was convinced you were going to, so I was getting prepped for it. I'm like, okay, I think we got Master P along for the ride. Was he really an uncredited producer?
No, I just had to make it make sense somehow.
Okay, we should be doing Bones.
I am the mastermind.
You guys ever see Bones with Snoop Dogg?
Hell yeah.
Bones is, I never watched it.
No, I haven't either.
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking Craig from Fridays in this. I forgot.
It does look
shit.
like him.
You got the same shirt.
Yeah, he does. When did you see this movie first? You guys remember watching it back in the 90s?
Dude, I don't know. I was a kid, but like when I saw it, I was like, what is this? It looks like a movie that I'm used to. Because like I always watched all the ghetto ass movies.
Them ghetto
And,
movies.
So I'm watching this motherfucker. I'm watching it and I'm seeing it. I'm like, okay. I didn't know what it was called though, but then when I saw the little dolls, dude.
The doll segment, that was creepy.
I never wanted to. I didn't know what the movie was, but like years later, I saw it again, and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah,
Because I was trying to remember what they were, and I was like, "What the fuck were those?"
It's an amazing fucking movie.
Spike Lee. Spike Lee's an executive producer.
Spike Lee. That's my motherfucker.
Yeah, the doll segment is legitimately creepy, but it's not really so creepy anymore when David Allen Greer's segment comes in. It's like it's the motherfucker from Living Color, and he's like, what does he say, Zach? What was he saying? Like, you drawing pictures of me?
Hell yeah.
Like he there's a moment where he goes like he freaks out David Allen Greer style.
David Allen Greer.
Hey, I think this guy.
This is the business, man.
I think that one in the middle. I could be wrong. I think he was in this fucking Showtime original movie. Showtime used to put out their own flicks, and they had a production company called Two Left Shoes, and they were always really generic and pretty low grade. They were never HBO tier. And there was this one movie though I liked called The Heist, and it had Ice-T and David Faustino and Luke Perry. If it's a great team up. And he played this gangster in this one movie, and he robbed like an ice cream truck, and he stopped it or something, and some kid asked him for a fruit bar. He says, "Man, fuck your fruit bar." And I never forgot it because he said "boar," because he kind of had like that dirty South, like Louisiana, Georgia.
Hell yeah.
Take shut off.
Hell yeah. So we got
Spin around your head, spin like a helicopter.
the guy from Pest is the bald friend.
No,
And then I'm pretty sure that middle guy, he was on at least one or
that's not Aries Spears, you motherfucker.
Stop fucking lying. I'm trying to describe the movie to the people that can't see it with us.
Okay.
And the guy in the middle, he's the guy from Leprechaun in the Hood. And then a fucking Ice Cube wearing the same Friday shirt.
Inglewood.
How you feel?
Whoop de whoop what?
Hell yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Remember back in the day when they used to make all these dang freaking horror anthologies? Whatever happened to them? Now if they make them, they have to fucking make them like 2 hours long and have every fucking like letter of the alphabet and have like all the shitty directors do it.
Yeah, the ABCs of Death or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if I ever watched.
Hell yeah.
I think I watched some of that. I've seen the VHS movies. That kind of counts, and those are all right. I don't know if I've seen all three or not. What was, and then Trick or Treat's probably the most famous modern day one, right?
Hell yeah. See, Master P, I was supposed to play this guy right here that you find out is the devil at the end of the movie. I was supposed to be me, but I couldn't because I was busy recording my greatest album, Only God Can Judge Me, that came out the same year.
I want to see that guy squirt fucking water between his teeth, you know? Like, what is it, Michelangelo does it in the Turtles movie, or is that Donatello? Who does that?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Who does that, Mac?
It's Donatello.
Donatello's right.
Gets dipped in the.
Aaron was telling me like he hates when people have teeth like that because his dick always gets stuck in between it.
Yeah. So he'd hate me.
Hell yeah. Get stuck in there. You gotta fucking like, ow, you fucking, ow. What?
Look at the messenger, baby.
Did they have John Witherspoon on hold on speed dial just in case this guy said no to the role of Black Don King?
Hell yeah.
Wait, Don King is black.
Mac sent me a picture of a joint and a fucking lighter with pizza on it. See, he's that guy that he discovers the weeds and then he gets obsessed with the culture. And he's sending you all these pictures of him smoking up. And you're like, we get it, man. You're smoking the weeds. So smoke it up, Mac. Get lit up.
What's the
yeah.
third story? There's the puppets, the dolls. There's the abusive boyfriend that's like the monster, which I can't.
That's my favorite story.
What's the third one?
The one where DMX is like getting the chair. He looks like DMX.
Oh man, I don't know why I'm having trouble remembering that one. Now with
because you're a boomer.
The one with David Allen Greer, was it implied that he was really supposed to be a monster, or that's just the way the kid visualized him? Because he was beating his mom and stuff.
Well, it's a fucking horror anthology, so it's probably a real monster.
You what?
Yeah, and the David.
Man, what the fuck's the little twin kid doing in this?
The little twin kid.
The two twin sisters had that little brother.
Smart guy?
Smart guy. That's who that looks
He's
like.
a smart guy.
No, you think it looks like an older Taj Mowry? I kind of thought
It
he kind of
does.
resembled.
Mixed with Steve Urkel.
No, I thought it. Speaking of Steve Urkel, I have something I want to tell you. No, but to me, he kind of reminds me of like the brother of, or somebody closely related to my brother and me's dad, Peter Parker. Remember they had the audacity to name that dad Peter Parker on that show, and they had Spider-Man posters.
Because he parked Peters in fucking vaginas. That's why.
Day Day and Alfie. That looks like his dad. No, I had a fucking crazy dream just the night before last, I think, and it was very vivid. I was in my backyard. And then here in Arizona, we have like these stone wall fences, you know, they're kind of private. And I looked up, my dog had gotten up, and he's a little Shih Tzu, so he really can't jump that high, but because it's like 6 foot. And I looked up, and he was back there. I'm like, what the fuck? And behind my house, it's kind of just desert. There's nobody behind me. And then all of a sudden I looked up, and a mountain lion jumped up from behind the desert and got him in his mouth, and he landed in my yard, and I was freaking out like, oh my God, my little dog. And I was prying this fucking cat off the fucking dog, and I finally got him off. And then for some reason I took him inside because Steve Urkel was in my house. Not Steve Urkel, but Jaleel White, the actor. And he was upstairs playing video games for some reason, and I knew he would be able to save the dog because he was like I don't know, in my dream he was a trained vet. And it was really random. I don't know why Jaleel White was in there.
Bitch, you retarded.
Pretty much. You ever have those weird dreams though, where it's like a random guy fucking shows up?
No.
I thought he was gonna say where a random guy's fucking you.
No, like Mitch Hedberg. You know, you're building a go-kart with your landlord,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
No, dude, that's fucked up.
I had another dream that was kind of involved. So I actually, when I woke up, I'm like, I'm gonna forget this. So I wrote it down, and I forgot to share it on the podcast. But this is the dream I had maybe a few weeks back. Basically, I was washing dishes at this job that I had when I was 16, washing dishes at this Italian restaurant. But instead, it was like a Saturday morning, and I'm washing dishes with fucking Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee, right? Of Motley Crue. And I don't know why, but so I'm pushing dishes through in the machine up front. Nikki Sixx is washing the hot saute pans in a sink behind me, and they're all fucking just pissed off because they're probably there for some kind of community service. I don't know why they'd be serving it there. And Tommy Lee is slicing tomatoes kind of outside the dish area, but he's just like smashing tomatoes in the background, getting squirted on, and he looks fucking pissed. And anyway, the Bigfoot guy from the Howard Stern Whack Pack was also there. Do you know Bigfoot from Howard Stern? You guys remember that guy?
No.
Okay, this big creepy fucking backwoods guy, and I don't know why he was there. Anyway, Tommy Lee was really pissed off at me. He was shunning me the whole time, and I was trying to talk to him. I remember I went up to him in the dream and said, "Oh, so I'm going to that Motley Crue Def Leppard tour, stadium tour you guys got going on." I was trying to make conversation, and I really am, and I was.
And he was like, sorry.
He really was, and he was just fucking like, "Get the fuck away from me, you little prick." And then Nikki Sixx got mad at me because I was dozing off standing up, because my area was done. Like, I think he was getting pissed because I wasn't helping him out. But I mean, it's really a one-man job. And Bigfoot kept threatening me to the point of being genuinely frightened. And there was this point where the Bigfoot guy, he pointed a fork straight at me, like in my eye. And like he was threatening my life. But then my kitchen manager stepped in. And my kitchen manager was Rob Halford of Judas Priest in a full-on chef uniform. And I don't fucking know what that was about. But, yeah, I don't know.
Bitch, you retarded.
It pretty much.
I used to have dreams where I'd be hanging out with Adam Sandler.
See, I think this says that Aaron wants to be fucking do slave labor for rock gods. He wants to be fucking bent over, and he wants fucking the guy from Judas Priest to fucking whip him.
Well, the Motley Crue guys were basically, if anything, they were doing the shittier jobs than I was.
Yeah, they're not rock guys. So you'll fucking do it for like shitty rock, not gods too.
But when you wake up from a dream and it's like you're half awake, you're not fully there yet, and you kind of still feel the impact of whatever it was you're dreaming. Like you think it was still real, kind of like if you won $1 million in a dream and you wake up and you still kind of think, oh shit, I got that $1 million, man. You're looking at the ceiling and then
And you're like, wait a minute, is that?
yeah, like a minute in, you're like, oh fuck, man, I ain't rich. I got to go to work today. So I had that feeling when I woke up from the dream. I still felt genuinely like kind of snubbed and pissed. Like, man, Tommy Lee fucking dissed me. Fuck that motherfucker. I was kind of pissed.
Yeah, you wanted to fuck him, didn't you? You like, I saw your dick, Tommy. I saw your dick.
Yeah. I guess.
No, I used to have dreams about Adam Sandler. Like I loved him so much as a kid. I wanted to like meet him
I'm gonna fuck him.
so bad. So like I would like have dreams where I'd meet him and it would be like the best day of my life and I'd wake up happy and shit. And then like once I figured out it was a dream, I'd get so fucking pissed off and I would like I'm like I got to find a way to have I got to make Adam Sandler notice me.
Innocence.
I gotta make Adam Sandler give me anal sex.
Dude, but he's pretty badass with like fans. Like I see like all this shit where like fans will give him something and he'll like wear it. He sports it like a lot. Like this little kid gave him a shirt and like these fucking paparazzis were fucking taking pictures of him and got like
You mean people give him shit for free and he uses it? I would too.
yeah, dude. He doesn't trash it like all kinds of dickheads do.
Well, maybe they're not dickheads. Maybe somebody could have put fucking anthrax on that shirt. He could be a fucking idiot for doing it.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'd sniff it.
Hey, that reminds me of, I know it's a totally different genre and a totally different ballpark, but Phil Anselmo of Pantera is like that too, man. People give him shirts and he'll put them on because he's like,
Hell yeah.
he's like, as the least I could do is be a walking billboard for people that have supported me.
He's a fucking meth head. Who cares? Did he do the meth I gave him?
It doesn't matter. Like it's like that's like whenever you go to see your like favorite band. Like when me and Zach would go. Remember that time when we hung out with fucking the drummer from fucking The Chariot
Oh, yeah.
and fucking the guitar player from Oh Sleeper? Like we had a fucking amazing time. We were just sitting there talking about horror movies. That was nostalgia as fuck. Cause like
It was nostalgia as fuck.
Zach loves The Chariot. He would suck all their dicks.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
And like it was a good time, man. I'm telling you, we sat there by that. It was a trash can, like a fucking stupid
Bonfire.
fucking burgundy looking bonfire trash can, dude. Like legit old school fucking.
We don't need to know what color the trash can was.
We're just sitting there talking about we're just sitting there talking about what was the movie Creek? What was it, Zach?
Wolf Creek?
I forgot. There was a bunch of them kept coming up.
Yeah. That was a good time.
It was a good time.
And then the guitarist from O Sleeper was like, "Hey man, I know you. I remember you. You got that Ghostbusters tattoo. That's where I've seen you before, man."
Hell yeah.
I was like, "Hell yeah, dude."
Some guy drove by. We were in Indianapolis. Some guy drove by. He's like, "You want some fucking cowboy shirts?" And he's like, "No, man, I'm from Omaha." And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and drove off. And we all started laughing. He's like, fuck you, man. I'm not the. Yeah, he's like, fuck you, man. I'm not the guy who's selling shirts out of my truck.
And that's the fucking cool thing about bands, though, man. Is like, they're fucking idols too, and you get to hang out with them. Unlike fucking actors, dude. I've never, you don't see people hanging out with the fucking fuck them, dude.
So, some people can't hang out with their favorite bands, though.
Well,
I'm going to. Okay.
Like if my favorite band was like fucking the Rolling Stones, I couldn't hang out with them. Probably.
I don't know if I don't know if it's so much a actors versus musician thing. I just think it's the level of fame, and it just so happens that lower level, and these sort of smaller level bands tour around. Actors don't tour around and do stage plays usually. Like they're just bit actors. They all live in Hollywood. Well, from what I've heard through a lot of people is usually people that are real low are super friendly, and the people that are at the top of the heap are real friendly. It's the people in the middle that are fucking entitled assholes, right? And I don't know, but yeah, it's like you get an opportunity to meet a lot of people in the music circuit because they're actually touring around and stuff. But I think if you were to meet somebody like who's somebody that's in the middle, who would you describe in the middle? Fucking Sully Erna?
Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm. If you were to like meet,
remember when we found out he was a drummer?
Oh yeah.
What? Sully Erna?
You didn't know he was a drummer?
Yeah, Godsmack guy. Yeah.
No, Malcolm.
Malcolm in the middle.
Yeah.
Malcolm in the middle lives here, and
Who gives a fuck? We don't know who he is.
He lives here in Scottsdale. He owns a business in Scottsdale, and he just got married, and he likes to race cars. That's it. But
Have you met him?
no,
Yeah, dude.
never met him.
Do you see his dick?
No,
Why?
I just haven't had the opportunity.
You should write him and ask for a nude.
It's all right.
Tell him.
No, but I had a buddy that had a story like Max, like that story where you hung out with a smaller band or like a club circuit band, a band you really loved, and you had one of those cool evenings. And he had one of those stories too, where they ended up coming back to his place. They went out drinking. They had a real awesome time, him and his buddies and the whole band. And he went and saw him much later, and I saw him with them. And he's like, yeah, man, I hung out with these guys. We had this awesome night that went till fucking the sun came up when they came through town. And this was like fucking 13 years ago. And he went backstage at this show as if they would still remember. He's like, oh yeah, you remember me, man? We hung out. Not one of them remembered. Like, no, I don't remember you at all. And it's just like, it's kind of disappointing. Like, man, this meant so much to this guy, but to them, happens like every night.
He was just a fucking guy with money and willing to buy booze for him.
One guy was like literally nodding as if he did remember him. He was doing that fucking number, right? And I'm like back there like, this guy doesn't know what's going on. And then finally at the end, he finally says, I mean, you remember, right? He's like, I'm sorry, I don't remember at all. But he was doing that shit like, yeah, oh yeah, you, I.
See, they fucking remember when they fucking just tell you they remember you. Like, you don't bring it up. They're just like, hey, you were here last time we came, right? I remember.
Dude, this fucking shit, like these movies like this used to piss me off. I remember in this movie, this part, and I'd always be like, why are these cops being so mean to this black guy?
Yeah, fuck them.
Because, like, I grew up around, like black people my whole life. Like,
this got serious all of a sudden. We're talking about real issues.
Yeah, no, I thought there was more to that. But you watch Boys.
No, I'm just saying, like, it just bugged me, and I did not like it. I don't know.
Did you understand it though, or like maybe in your circles everything was like very even?
I don't know. Like,
what about when you watch Boys in the Hood? When you had the black cop that was treating the black people like crap, right?
See, I didn't really like watching movies like that. I never did. The only ones that I liked were like the funny ones. Like,
remember that race hating black cop in Boys in the Hood? He's like, oh, you think you tough. Remember that?
I always remember. I remember when they make fun of that.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie. I don't remember it.
I always remember when they make fun of that and fucking can't. Don't be a menace. Better.
Who'd they get to play him? Samuel Jackson or something?
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Okay.
Did he do that? Did he make fun of that particular line?
Yeah, he's like.
The guy looks like John Travolta.
I forgot what he said. It was hilarious though.
But it's really identifiable in this movie. He's like, oh, you think good stuff.
It's amazing. Remember back in the day, Mac, Logan?
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, back in fucking 4th grade.
That was our boy.
Whenever I had to go to summer school.
See, like, he was my best friend, so like shit like this would I didn't like it, so I didn't like watching it.
Yeah, we became friends in summer school one year, and like we went to the bathroom one time. He pulled his dick out while he's pissing. And I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm as big as a black dude." That was dank. Hell yeah.
Why does that cop look like Van Damme?
Because he is.
Okay.
The one back there with the flashlight. Watch when it gets closer.
Oh, I thought you meant this fat guy. Looked like Clarissa's dad from Clarissa's Explained It All. Or that guy.
What does that have to do with Clarissa?
So,
he said Van Damme.
He's even a cop, and they're still fucking with him.
Well, because I thought he was talking about that guy. I'm like, that guy looks
Look
nothing
at
like Van Damme
right there.
Yeah, I know he's a skinny guy now. Hey, speaking of that, I don't know why this connects, because Van Damme, Mortal Kombat connection.
His dick.
I think we should do a commentary on that new Mortal Kombat animated movie that comes out this week.
You guys can. I'll leave that autism up to you.
Way to go, Strawman. That's a nice dick you got there.
Hell yeah. See, that's me and Logan. Fucking, he pulls his dick out. I pull my dick out. I'm like, hey, man, that's a nice dick. I got a dick the same size.
My dick's nice, too.
Hell yeah. We could put these together. Maybe we can make a little fucking, friction.
Hell yeah. Twister from Hardee's.
We could light up the sun. We could have a good time. And that was the first time I touched another man's dick with my dick.
You know what? That reminds me of, you know what I really miss? Hardee's biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, you can still get that.
I know. I haven't had it in forever, dude. Our Hardee's burnt down, so they're still building it.
Hell yeah. Did you smoke a joint and accidentally throw it into their garbage can or something?
I can't talk about that right now.
Hell yeah.
Look at Van Damme right there.
See, how big of a dick do you have to be to take a piss on someone's grave? Like, even if I hated somebody. See, Gigi Allen, it's encouraged that you go to his grave and piss on it. I don't even know if I could.
You've never pissed in a graveyard?
Oh, no.
Fuck, I've done that all my life. They're pissing right next to me.
It's cool that you referred to that restaurant as Hardee's, though, because like Hardee's, it tells you exactly where you're from. Because if you pretty much go outside of the Midwest, it's Carl's Jr.
Yeah, why is that? Like, do they think like fucking people in the Midwest can't say Carl's?
And then Carl's Jr. is like Rallies.
Carl's
No, it's
Carl's
not.
Jr. is the same as Hardee's. They just have to change the name based on location. It's Carl's Jr. internationally too. Like if you go to other countries, it's Carl's Jr.
Oh no, that's Checkers. My bad.
Yeah, you're thinking of
Rallies
something
is
totally
Checkers.
different.
Yep.
It's Carl's Jr. out west. You know, it might be Hardee's in the South too. I mean, 'cause my whole life, before I traveled and before I moved out west, it was always Hardee's. So maybe in the South it's Hardee's, in the Midwest it's Hardee's, but I think pretty much everywhere else it's Carl's Jr.
Well, I mean, like when you go to Florida, it's like what is it? Whataburger
Whataburger, yeah.
and fucking what's the other one?
I don't know if they have it in Florida. Like, is it one of the Western chains? Like, there's Whataburger, there's Fat Burger, there's what's it called? Fuck.
There's one that's like Whataburger.
I don't know why I can't. In-N-Out.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, In-N-Out. In-N-Out's real big over here.
In and out.
So, Zach, did you see? Do you guys think that this shit the Pentagon released is? Do you think it's real?
What you talking about?
The Pentagon has officially released 3 short videos showing unidentified aerial phenomena.
I seriously doubt the Pentagon will release that to the public if that was true.
I don't know. It's fucking.
Apparently they did, yeah.
They did.
I mean, it's just a UFO. That doesn't mean it's fucking aliens. It just means they don't know what it is.
It just looks like a black speck,
Why would the Pentagon
Yeah.
release that?
and people are freaking out.
Because they're fucking stupid, I guess.
Was it on their Twitter? Was it somebody that hacked the Pentagon's Twitter account?
Fucking Tom DeLonge was right, bro. Tom DeLonge. We thought he was crazy. We all thought he was crazy.
You know what's funny is, like, I think somewhere in between the big skeptic and your Tom DeLonges and your fucking Billy Corgans, there's a truth in the middle somewhere. Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't think they're shapeshifters. I think Billy Corgan is absolutely out of his fucking mind. But the Tom DeLonge thing, I think there's truth in the Dan Aykroyds and stuff like that. There's truth somewhere hovering in the middle ground.
Hell yeah.
But I was listening to Dan Aykroyd on what's it called? Fucking Joe Rogan's podcast. And he's like all those guys that are really into it, right? He wants to believe. He's like Mulder and Scully and he has all these stories. And, you know, when it comes down to, yeah, but what if that guy was lying? He just kind of like,
Fucking noob. Scully didn't want to believe. She was a skeptic.
okay, whatever. That's fine. You know what I mean? Mulder.
Beta.
Well, doesn't the skeptic want...
But after every time he brings somebody on and they give him all this shit, they just say a bunch of shit, and then he's like, yo, man, that's interesting. Have you ever done DMT?
No, yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah. Fucking Joe. That's Joe.
But Dan Aykroyd's one of those guys where you couldn't sway him to not believe.
There is John Claude.
Oh, he's got that head.
Kind of reminds me of the Spawn makeup.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't really remember this one very much.
I feel like this is like Spawn universe. That's how it feels.
Just with the whole 90s vibe. This movie has a lot of... He looks like Van Damme right there with that like smug look on his face. Well, this movie has a lot of fond memories. Just
Is that the Nemesis?
this movie brings back good memories for me because, you know, when I saw this movie and used to watch it on like Skinamax, it was in the 90s, in the days that I would watch it on the same TV that I would watch Snick, and it'd be Ren and Stimpy, Roundhouse, fucking Are You Afraid of the Dark, Rugrats or whatever, and the same TV that I would...
Ren and Stimpy would roundhouse kick Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Same TV that I would watch Beavis and Butthead real quietly, you know, because it wasn't allowed. I used to have to watch Skinamax on this TV on like, it'd be like blurry, right? But usually it would adjust pretty well to where I could watch the movie. Like one of them did. Like HBO, you couldn't see shit, but our Cinemax, all it did was we didn't pay for the channel. It would just have like a little tracking line on the left-hand border, but we could watch the movies just fine. Isn't that funny how like they even allowed you to see even any of it? I don't know.
I just had Cinemax.
Yeah, we never did.
My parents didn't give a fuck.
Well, this is my grandparents' house. And she didn't even want me watching, my grandma didn't want watching Beavis and Butthead, let alone like horror movies. And I used to watch softcore Skinamax porns and stuff like that.
They might as well just let you watch that when you're a kid. It's softcore because it doesn't get you hard anyway.
I was always fucking hard.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I mean, like, yeah, when I go back and I think about this era and when I was watching this, that was the same TV in the same game room that I was also playing Super Nintendo every day. My entire life was waking up and figuring out what game I was going to play. And it blows me away how much we got by just playing the same shit over and over and over again. Like how that used to satisfy us. I couldn't do that today. But we had a setup in this room where one TV was on one side on the wall, and then across the room on the opposite wall we had another TV. And we didn't have chairs. We used to sit Indian style, but one TV had a Super Nintendo set up. The other TV on the opposite side had a Sega Genesis. So I'd be sitting on one. My brother would be sitting on the other. You know, he'd be playing fucking Atomic Runner or Rocket Knight Adventures or something on the Sega, and I'd be playing Legend of Zelda or something on Super Nintendo or some bullshit.
Dank effect.
Yeah, it was kind of fucking weird. I used to play Mega Man X all the time on that little fucking TV I used to watch this fucking movie on.
Beta, I used to play Mega Man Triple X, where fucking Mega Man was fucking all the chicks in the game.
Yeah,
Dude,
doubtful.
even the artwork in this fucking movie scared me.
It's because you're beta.
Like it goes perfect with the atmosphere and the environments for this movie.
The environments.
It's fucking like the blues and the hues, and it's beautiful, baby. Look at that.
You got the blues, but the blues don't got you.
Is it just me? Maybe I'm just out of touch with the modern shit, but like, did it seem like in the 90s there was a whole lot of urban movies like this, but then they kind of stopped in the last 10, 15 years? We don't really have as many.
Right? Yeah.
In the 90s you had, and I think it was hot off the heels of shit like Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood came out and it made a lot of money, but then we had movies like this. We had the other gang type movies. We had Fat Beach. We had Def Jam, How to Be a Player.
We had a bunch of the comedies.
Friday. We had, but Friday, all that shit. We had so many of those movies going on in the 90s, and I'm trying to think. Can you think?
Scary Movie was like the last of its...
The last of its Creed, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It was because gangster rap was huge. And Hollywood loves to jump on the fucking cash cows.
Probably some of that too. But I mean, like, can you imagine? I don't think there's been any movies that have been predominantly urban, black cast and shit like that in the last, I don't know, fucking 15 years. I can't think of any. But there's an abundance in the 90s.
I can.
Okay, what?
What's the NWA movie?
That was a biopic. That's a little different.
Fucking every Medea movie.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Every fucking Marlon Lawrence movie.
Oh, what movies is he making these days? He lived in the fucking 90s.
I was talking about Big Mama or Mama. What was it? Mama's House.
Yeah, I mean that was like in the early
That's
2000s.
10 years ago.
15 years ago even. Riverman had a Big Mama's House cut out in his fucking bedroom when we were in high school in 9th grade.
Hell yeah, dude.
Did he fuck it?
No.
I would have.
Or what about like Norbit? What's his name? Norbert? What's
Eddie Murphy.
fucking the Eddie Murphy, the movie
See?
that was trash.
Norbit. Yeah, Eddie Murphy fucking dropped off the fucking map for like 15 years.
That was around when he dropped off. That movie was fucking garbage.
The Wood, right? Movies like The Wood that were all black cast, or it just
The Wood was dank.
stuff like that.
See, the fucking Wood, that's one of those movies that if it's on, I can watch it. Don't matter how many times I've seen it.
I don't think I tried watching it because it's in the Voodoo. I had never watched it back in the day. I know Riverman loves that movie, and I tried watching it one night. I think I fell asleep. I didn't really get through it, so I don't remember too much.
Fucking beta.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
You need to fucking, you need to hone your manliness.
Tay Diggs, man.
You know what I used to do whenever I was a beta like you? I used to jack off in a cup and then I'd just sniff it and huff it.
I thought
You know what's funny?
Here's a sniff it like wine and then take a sip out of it.
Yeah, you gotta do what the guy does in a fucking what's
House
that
Guest?
movie? With
House Guest?
Sinbad. You got yeah, you gotta fucking do all that shit. But fun fact, I found out recently. I was listening to a podcast, and they mentioned that it doesn't matter if you only do it once. Huffing gasoline will lead to some brain damage, and it's so funny because I remember as a kid, I went over to my.
Dude, I would huff gas with Colton Ryan.
You fucking
Oh,
idiot!
man.
See, I remember as a kid,
You fucking idiot.
I would go over to my friend's house, my friend that fucked his sister.
Okay.
And jacked off the dog, and he'd be like,
and jacked off in Family Video.
I would go in, he'd have like a thing of gas sitting there with a rag, and he'd be like, yeah, man, we could have some gas. And even as a kid, even not knowing that'll always lead to some brain damage, I was like, that's a little too much, man.
I did it.
I'll just watch him do it.
I did it so much. I'm surprised I'm not fucking dead, dude.
Fucking, why? See, what if I did do it and I just don't remember because it brain damaged me?
I would do it in front of my brother, and he'd be like, I'm telling on you. And I'll be like, if you tell me, I'll kick your ass.
You really would huff?
Yes, dude.
Like paint or gas? What would you huff?
fucking anything. Air fresheners,
Markers?
Anything, man.
I remember I'd take like the fucking smell good fucking spray, whatever.
Axe?
Yeah, the air fresheners, and you'd spray into a cloth and huff it.
Oh, air freshener.
Yeah, put a cloth over it. Like I did that once.
This podcast is explaining so much. I mean,
We should do Duster on the show.
Hey, man, what's up, man? My friend got super addicted to that shit. Dude, we get people that come into the store all the time doing that shit. We have to turn them down.
Fuck yes.
I've seen people, dude, it's fucked up. I've seen people that were like fucking
High on Duster?
fucking they were priests. It was pretty much the same thing as It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They were fucking Cricket when he's a fucking pastor, and then he becomes a fucking
pastor, yeah, pastor.
a fucking hoe. Yeah, pastor. Sorry, fucking pastor. Yeah, when he was a fucking ranch.
It's all the same.
But anyway, but like, dude, we had to kick him out of the store. It sucks
Would you have kicked him out of the store if he fucked a kid?
because he's like, dude, he's like not any of that anymore.
Would you have kicked him out of the store if he fucked a kid?
What the fuck?
Is somebody, are you for the rights of pedophiles, Zach? You ever see that TED Talks? There was that TED Talks with
I am for priests fucking kids.
there were they gotta unwind somehow. Look, there was a TED Talk.
Well, you can't bust your nut in a woman and you can't jack off because it's a sin. You got to fuck the kids.
What else are they supposed to do, right? No, there was a
Exactly.
TED Talks like 3-4 years ago, and there was an advocate like pro pedophilia rights, and it was funny. They were being dead set like, I'm not a pedophile myself, but I'm speaking up on their rights. Like that is their preference, just like you have the preference for this or you have the preference for this. He's like, that's just their sexual preference. And it was this whole big spiel on it, and it was just so weird. And I don't know how she didn't get like eggs and tomatoes thrown at her. But once again, they were not. And I don't know.
Because when everyone realized when she was done talking, they were beating off.
You can say that and not be like, oh yeah, that's why we gotta let them fuck kids. It's like it's still bad.
I think she brought up a guest that was a self-proclaimed. Well, he said he never abused a child, but he had the urges. He wanted to fuck kids, but he thought he chose not to. And he went up there like a pastor, like a reformed person, and was talking about it. And it's like, this whole thing is really weird to me. Like, I feel dirty just even watching this. And I don't know. It was.
Oh, it makes me feel hot,
Yep.
sexy. I'm sweating like that kid sweating.
Is this the David Allen Greer? Yeah. I don't remember the puppet segment being the last one, but I guess it has to be. I don't know why I remember that one being first.
Cause you're beta.
Yeah, probably.
Look at the monster's gonna fuck him up. See, look, the monster gets in, he just goes to sleep.
See, this reminds me of what is it from the Twilight? Where
Twilight
where
Zone?
the kid the saws and like the chains and shit keep coming out from under his bed and out of his closet and keep fucking with him, and then finally he grows the balls to tell them to stop fucking with him, and they stop.
That sounds like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone, what he tells to the furnace.
No.
Shut up.
What is it from? Is it from a Twilight movie?
The Twilight Zone? Why would you compare the Twilight?
I'm not talking about fucking Edward.
Why would you say Twilight then?
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, sorry. That's what Twilight Zone. Who fucking cares, dude? I'm high. You know what I meant.
I know. I know.
Why has he got a picture of Cell from Dragon Ball Z? That shit's dank.
Hey, how fucking sloshed did you guys get doing your Mac and Zach?
Oh yeah, it got to the point where Zach was fucking his
No. The fleshlight?
Yeah, basically, I blame Aaron because he kept us on the fucking live stream too long, and then we got fucking 30 minutes in the movie, and we're like, we're tired.
Let's catch people up.
and we tried to do a review for his fucking fleshlight, dude. He was trying the whole time to fuck it. And then he's like, at the same time, he was like, let's call Aaron.
No.
30 minutes left into the show, I'm like, how can we redeem this? He's like, fuck your fleshlight. And I was like, I'll do it.
Oh,
I
no.
pulled my pants down, and I couldn't get a boner.
He's trying the whole time. It's just cringy as fuck. He's like, I can't do it. I want to though. I just can't do it.
We were like, yeah, we feel like we fucked this up. We're gonna have to do another one. Have to get drunk again.
What's Sinbad doing in here?
To catch people up that don't know, last week we did a live stream Castlevania, and then immediately after they were going to do a Mac and Zach Save the World doing Space Invaders.
And or Aaron's retarded ass made us fucking stay on there for 2 hours.
Well, he kept saying like, well, this is we gotta wrap it up soon. At first, I didn't get it. Like, why? Since when do you like want to wrap it up? He's like, because I'm getting drunk, man. I gotta be able to have some juice to do our Mac and Zach, and I guess it just went a little too long. And you were probably pretty fucking trapped. Was that what do you guys call it?
Oh, dude, I was fucked.
What do you guys call it when you're already drunk?
We were lit as fuck.
Lit as fuck commentary. I don't know, but
Dank to dust.
well, are you still going to put it out? Is it salvageable?
I don't know. I'll have to listen to it.
It's fucking bad.
Just cut out the even if it's not salvageable in your eyes.
And then like somewhere at the end we started looking up fucking dispensaries. and it's still like while he's fucking his fleshlight, he's still trying again. And like I'm like, just stop. And he's like, let's call Aaron.
I'm glad I didn't answer.
While he's fucking his fleshlight.
You called me a couple times. You left me a voicemail. I'm happy to play it. Let me see.
Play it.
Yeah, I'll play it.
Look at that fucking bootleg fucking Sinbad.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Okay, let's listen to his voicemail. I don't remember what he said. He called me a couple of times. Let's see.
Yo, what's up? We got Christian Dion in the house. Love for the factory action. Get off his new joint here.
That's him.
Yeah, he's doing the fucking Limp Bizkit.
That's him. That doesn't sound like
that
him.
was that's Slosh Zach. And you know what? That's that him actually quoting Limp Bizkit, Indigo Flow doesn't help our case.
What did he say?
He was doing, yo, Fear Factory action is like kick this for all my homies. He's doing the Indigo Flow Limp Bizkit thing, right? That fucking Fred Durst thing, which doesn't help our case because what's funny is Adrian Mendoza, I think Omega, he commented some weeks back. I don't remember what it was, but it was something about. It was commenting on the Limp Bizkit talk because we bring it up from time to time, and it insinuated that he really believed that we were huge fans. I mean, I just want to clear our names. We are shitting on it. Like we're not. We get it.
Don't fucking lie. We were just talking about before we started how much we love the Durst.
What's funny, Mac was
Aaron was telling me he modeled his whole life over fucking Durst.
I just played your fucking drunk message where you're doing Indigo Flow. Yo, Christian Dano in the house, Fear Factory action. Yeah, but you were like fucking slosh. No, it's funny. We were waiting on Mac to start. We were waiting to start this podcast, waiting on Mac, and we were listening to all these Limp Bizkit things, and I don't know. It's funny, man. It's nothing we take seriously. I don't listen to Limp.
It's not funny. It's fucking amazing shit.
The only time Limp Bizkit graces my brain is when we're doing this podcast because it's fucking funny. Zach and I were improving a No One Like You, and he was singing the Jonathan Davis parts from that Significant Other album, which I was telling Zach, by the way, Mac, I was like, you guys need to do another covers album and then include me. I will lay down a part or two. I would love to. And that's where the idea came from.
Let's do a Bone Thog.
You're too beta.
I about said let's do a Bone Thog song.
See, you can't roll with our crew. We gotta save face. Like, we got a crew. We fucking hang out with real fucking mean motherfuckers. You couldn't roll with our crew for 5 minutes.
Hey, hold on. Sidetrack. Full circle.
Yeah,
That's now tell me who she was. That's Craig's girlfriend. That's her.
Oh yeah.
No, that's Sinbad.
Who the
right
hell's
there.
that bitch? That's not Sinbad.
That's Sinbad.
Okay. No.
That's fucking bootleg Sinbad.
Why can't I roll with your crew, man? I had the idea of doing like a song where there's 3 people singing. That's why No One Like You came up, because there's the John Davis, the Fred Durst, and the Scott Weiland. That'd be funny. Or we could have did the hip hop, the urban version of Rollin', right, where it's got DMX and Redman and fucking Fred Durst and who's the fucking Method Man. It'd be funny.
My friend Master P would not let you join our gang.
Oh, you could be the fake Master P, and we'll be like, you ain't no P.
Okay, what do you mean fake Master P? I had the real Master P. I hang out with him. He was on this show.
No, I'm talking to Aaron. He could be the fake Master. Someone could be the fake Master P. Okay, it could be Aaron for real.
Okay, so here's what I think. I think the next thing you guys do with like the covers album, I think you should include me. I mean, I guess you don't have to. I don't have to be. I'm not gonna invite myself. I'm not going to go where I'm not wanted.
You were included in the last one.
I know. I did the phone message for the ICP homie song. Great.
That's the best thing ever.
The shittiest fucking song on the thing.
Homies, that's the greatest song.
We do need to do another song. That's what I was telling him. I was like, you need to fucking bring some songs out. I was telling him, And I was telling him, okay? I was telling him.
If I was invited, I would love to do it. It'd be a fun hobby. I think it'd be fun.
Let's do a Bone Thugs song.
I would try and do.
Zach set it
I would
up.
try and do a Bone Thug. So I think we'd have to come up with a collection of
Let's
songs.
do Gravel Pit, Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay, that'd be fun, but it has to be like just like last time where you guys did quite the mix of different types of tracks. And I think 100% that motherfucker needs to go on Patreon. We gotta have something special over there. That would have to go on Patreon.
Yeah, but
And Zach, I think
if we sell it, we'll get in trouble.
yeah. Well,
I think we should do it anyway. Fuck it.
no. We're not selling it. No, we're not selling it. It's we're
No, you know what? Fuck Zach. Zach, that's not a good idea. Zach doesn't want us to do that. You know what? Fuck Zach. This is Zach.
listen, Patreon, that's not selling it. That's giving it away for free to anybody that donates on Patreon. That's different. That is different.
Oh, it's like fucking.
Look at that shit. He just found a loophole.
That is a loophole.
It's like, hey, fucking buy Xbox Gold. You'll get all these games for free for $50 a year.
Exactly.
Doesn't make any fucking sense, Aaron.
First of all, Aaron, if we do that, we want you to make Mac and Zach toys.
Sign up for Revival House Gold.
Listen, Zach, shut up real quick. Listen, we want the Mac and Zach action figure, you know, the punching ones.
Oh, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah. We need that. What else do we need, Zach?
Oh, fucking no.
What toy do you want to come out?
Mac and Zach dildos.
All right, we can get some slime too.
We gotta mold them after our real cocks.
We gotta bring back the candles, of course.
By the way, I don't think if you really were reviewing that fucking fleshlight in that video, I'm not sure that would fly if it went on YouTube. We could try, but if anything, if the episode isn't salvageable, you can at least cut out that and put that in the graveyard, put that on Patreon, because I don't think we can get in trouble over there. Because that's, I don't know, that's kind of subjective, you know? Because it's, I mean, you're fucking a fucking pocket pussy.
I couldn't get my dick hard.
Oh, you actually couldn't? Okay.
He's like, oh, you actually could.
He was so excited. He wanted to hear the sound of my dick.
Which is weird in itself. Like, that's a whole nother side of it.
Farting into a vagina.
That Mac really wanted to hear it.
I was like,
I didn't fucking care.
I was fingering it really hard and making it.
I just wanted him to
fucking-
give a legit review, and I thought it would be the perfect time because we couldn't do anything.
I was fingering it real hard, making it queef.
Is he supposed to be able to compare it to the real porn star's pussy? Like, you know, it's pretty close.
Yes, because he fucks her all the time.
Yeah, how would I know?
You do know, dude. You don't remember that night?
I was making it sing that vagina music though.
Anyway, I would like to do a covers record if you guys do another one. I would be a part of it. I would like to do it.
Because you want to means we will never do it. Because you are lame AF.
I don't think it's going to come out anyway, man.
Zach, what you got ready for us? What songs you got cooking?
I don't know.
Don't act like you don't got any, because I know you do.
I got none.
Don't fuck with me now.
Stop the fucking alarm. Where you gotta be?
You got to edit that out. I was going to tell you after the podcast. No, so I have these alarms that go off all throughout the day because I'm usually working or something, and I just leave them on just in case I forget. And I actually took the next few days off, so I'm not working.
You leave them on just in case you forget to stop working? Like, oh, that's the alarm. Stop working now.
No, it's not like that. I just have different things I do throughout the day, and I have them go off every single day because that's easier than remembering to put them on when I want them to. So most of the time they're going off when I don't need them to go off. It's just easier for me. But I'm usually not recording a podcast when it happens. So you can edit that out if you want. That's all I'm saying. I was feeling pretty burnt and frayed at the end, so I took a few days off.
Oh, he just fucking punched that hoe. Fucking punch that bitch. Hell yeah. See, you gotta be the guy that you're taking a date out to watch a movie and then like there's some, man on women violence. You gotta say, hell yeah. You gotta just see how they react to it.
I thought he was pulling the dick out.
You gotta let them know where they stand. Like, say, oh, yeah, I'm gonna egg on a guy beating the shit out of a woman.
This is just a weird,
I'm just playing.
Weird role for David Allen Greer. No, I'm going to cut you off on your I'm just playing, so it sounds like you're being legit.
Well, I'll just fix it in the editing so that you didn't come here.
It's a weird role for him to be playing because he was always he's kind of a corny. He's like the whitest comedian there is. You know what I mean?
He's amazing.
Even though David Allen Greer, he was on Stern not that long ago, actually, and he was talking about how he dated a real famous porn star.
Did he give him a good stern talking to?
Yeah. No, I can't remember which famous porn star it was, but he dated this one of the big 90s porn stars for a while. And I'm like, I can't imagine David Allen Greer doing that. He's like a super clean, hoity-toity comic. I can't imagine him fucking motorboating these big fake Triple E tits and, I don't know, getting everybody else's sloppy seconds.
He didn't do that. He's nice. He only missionary. Nothing that doesn't lead to procreation. He's a good Christian.
Okay.
Which reminds me, back in '99, I put out my best album. Only God Could Judge Me. You can go buy it right now. Got another cap in this motherfucker.
Master P, man, let me hear you say
Speaking of religious music, Master P, did you listen to that fucking Kanye, what's it, gospel album, Master P? Did you listen to that?
It was shit.
Why, now, okay, seriously, you too. I don't hate Kanye West. I actually like some of his music, and I was listening to that, and I'm like, and I was reading the reviews on it, and everybody was jerking it off. I'm like, these people really can't like this that much because it's not. I don't know. Do they really like it? It's not that good. It just sounds like old gospel. Maybe I just gotta like that kind of music. I don't like old gospel music, but
Closed on Sunday, bitch. You my Chick-fil-A. Amazing.
I'll papa your ass a bitch and bubba bitch.
He has a song where he says, "Close on Sunday, you're my Chick-fil-A."
Oh, it's genius.
Why? Oh, look, he's crumpling up the paper, and it's making David Allen Greer crumple up.
Oh yeah. So that answers my question off. He's really a monster or not.
Oh, that shit scared me, man.
He got that voodoo paper.
This shit ain't over yet, bitch.
Now fuck him.
This shit would fucking scare the shit out of me.
He looks like Pennywise from chapter 2.
She should have wiped her ass with it. What do you think would have happened to him?
Oh yeah. I don't know.
He just gets a big fucking turd on his face. That'd be donk.
You
Put it in her pussy.
jerk off on the piece of paper.
Hell yeah.
So this one's wrapping up, and we're getting to the best of the trilogy, the best story. This old fucking what was she, like a house slave? Is that what she was? Like, is it supposed to be like one of the, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
I don't know. This is my favorite story.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really? Why is this one your favorite?
Because it's dank. You gonna fucking lie and say this ain't dank?
I mean, yeah, I remember this one, and I remember the third one. I don't.
Beta Kyuk. Beta Kyuk. Remember that song I did for the South Park record? We gonna ride tonight. My little homie can't die tonight. Hell yeah.
Some lit shit.
They whoop that in.
Oh, he's smoking up. He's smoking that dank shit while he's telling a story. So, like, we should see the other version of the movie where it's just him talking. He's like,
Then the kid, he crumpled up that piece of paper.
I named my kid Little Romeo. Thought it'd be funny.
He crumpled up that piece of paper. And his dad got all fucked up.
Moved to California. Got place. Got
I
him
gotta
his
hear what he
foot
sounds like.
the ghetto. Good, but he would become it promotes violence.
Talk.
I'm just talking about what I see. I mean, look around.
There I
What
am.
you see? You tell me what you see. You see a bunch of mansions around here?
Got another fucking cap.
Do you?
No.
Okay. Well, that's reality.
That round.
Why you playing another interview I did?
I think you're doing his album's voice.
Yeah, he didn't sound anything like what you're trying to do.
He's not as lazy when he's not doing his songs.
Nope. I sound just like him.
Hey, legit, what happened to Master P? Because he seemed like he was big when I was in 8th grade, and that was it. And and maybe big is kind of stretching it.
I'm hanging out with Zach.
He branched off. He made like all these people like, hey, that's my cousin, Silk the Shocker. That's our other fucking cousin, Mr. Cal. And then we got fucking, who else we got? He like made all these people and like he just disappeared.
Did he have Birdman affiliation?
he was making fucking shitty commercials for some stupid ass.
He turned into 50 Cent, started doing some shitty ass movies. I got the hookup.
He was doing weird commercials for like a self-help thing. if I remember
Dude,
right.
that's fucking great. We got to do I Got the Hookup. Me and Zach love that fucking. Remember that scene, Zach?
I don't like that movie.
Remember that scene, Zach?
What?
That's the best shit ever. We got to do it.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
Remember when he smokes that fucking fat ass blunt and he's like, "Rah!" You don't remember that?
No.
It's the best fucking thing ever. He's like, oh my God, what's he say?
Dude, he remembers one thing from a movie and he's like, yeah, it's the greatest movie ever.
Well, that's the thing about that. We've
That's the best part
we
of
brought that up. When you're kids, you just remember parts,
it. We got to watch it.
and then you go back and you actually watch the whole thing and it's all tethered together and it's like, oh, this is actually shitty. I just remember like a part or two.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so I forgot Corbin Burnson, aka the dentist, is in this. He's that white guy, the only white guy in the fucking movie.
You think he disowns this movie like he did The Dentist?
He did a sequel to The Dentist. Did he not disown the sequel?
He just disowns it because they when he started doing that Lost bullshit, they tried to get him on to do a DVD extra, and he's like, no.
I actually have work right now, so no, it's okay. He was on LA Law back in the day. That's where he was famous from. But what? He did a fucking sequel.
He didn't have fucking work. He just didn't want to do it.
The Dentist. And I've seen the second one, but I don't remember anything about it. But I've seen the first one a few times. And that's kind of a movie like this. It reminds me of the 90s. It reminds me of a movie I would watch on Cinemax in the 90s, The fucking Dentist, where it's not really scary. And there was something about the 90s where horror movies weren't really violent. You know what I mean? But I don't know. They did the trick. Like, I think the most violent thing in The Dentist is when he kind of like cuts that one kid's mouth or something in the dentist chair. He doesn't even die. I don't know.
That's a good movie. We should do it.
I like The Dentist. No, I look back on it fondly.
They should make a fucking merge movie with Dennis, the Dentist, and Dennis, the Menace, and make it Dentist, the Menace.
The Dentist reminds me of if they would have made yet another Stepfather sequel and he relocated to a new town and became a dentist or something.
Hell yeah.
Check out Wings Hauser in this motherfucker. We got Wings Hauser. Get another cup. The Wings Hauser. You been watching them movies from back in the 90s where Wings Hauser was fucking hanging out with Linda Blair and shit.
That fucking woman in that painting looks like Lon Chaney, like Phantom of the Opera. Or what's the Jason movie where he looks like a skeleton under his mask? What's that one? Jason Goes to Hell? I don't know.
Oh, no. He never looked like a skeleton under his mask.
Yeah, there's one where he kind of looked like, you know.
Where you can see his bones?
Yeah, where he's got like the skeleton nose. You know, he's got no cartilage there.
Like part 7, maybe?
I mean, I think it is part 7. It looks the most cartoony to me.
You're cartoony. Vote Duke.
I could see Corbin Burnson in a fucking Munchie movie. I mean, he was just that kind of actor.
Oh, yes. Would you fucking Corbin his Burnson?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Was there ever talk of making another Munchie movie, by the way? Or do they just say, hey, we're going to stop at Munchie 2?
Of course there was. The second movie ends with it saying Munchie will return and Munchie fucking whatever it said. Munchie hangs 10.
And he never did?
Never did.
They fucking lied to you, man.
The fucking prophecy is yet to be fulfilled.
Dude.
There is a prophecy that says 3 Munchies will come, and only 2 so far.
Did your boy direct both of them, or did he just do the first one?
I think he did both of them.
Man, okay.
See, that's what we should have done while he was watching us. We should have been like, this motherfucker said that he was going to be back in Munchie Hangs 2, and we're still waiting, bitch.
You can hit him up, man. He'll probably answer you on Facebook. Just ask him, whatever happened to Munchie 3? Were those paycheck jobs for you?
And he'll be like, fuck you guys. I remember watching your podcast. Fuck you.
If I had Jim Wynorski,
fucking cunks.
if I had Jim Wynorski on this podcast, I would be honest with him. I'd be like, hey, I think your claim to fame, Chopping Mall, is overrated. Because I do. I think it's overrated.
That was the first movie a fucking Joe Bob did for the second season.
Oh, really?
Fucking Joe Bob's last.
You don't like Chopping Mall?
I don't hate it. I think it's overrated. I don't love it. I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's that great.
Kill Boss is a better title for the movie.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Chopping Mall makes you think it's going to be a slasher movie.
It's a cool idea. Like, maybe I think it could have been better. I don't know. I think it's cool in theory. It's just not as good as I think it should be.
Because you're beta.
I mean, I can't help it. Yeah, so
you can't fucks with Andrew Wynorski.
So they're doing Joe Bob, the new season. So
well, did he try to do another horror movie?
He's done all kinds of them.
Like that was as good as Chopping Mall, if not better.
He's done movies better. He did fucking Slime Ball Bolorama, which is amazing.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask you. Did he do Slime Bolorama? Because I think, because that was fun. That's fun.
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
Because you're beta.
It's not a perfect movie, but it's a fun movie. Hey, so the way Joe Bob
Biker Babes in the Slime Ball Bolorama.
Yeah. And it's got
Is that Ric Flair?
It's got what's her face in it, right? From
Linnea Quigley, and it's got that motherfucker from Night of the Demons that says, "Eat a bowl of fuck, I'm here to party."
So they're doing
It's amazing.
they're doing new episodes of the Joe Bob each week, right? They're not doing marathons, right?
Mhm.
It's like a new episode each week with a new season.
Is that The Rock?
So did they have Chris Jericho Y2J on there?
That looks so stupid. Look how fake that looked.
Oh yeah,
Oh, the fucking violins scared the fuck out of me, man.
fucking violins, those screechy
Ooh.
fucking things. God damn, they're so scary.
Got me all fucked up.
Hey Zach, did Y2J add anything to the Chopping Mall conversation?
I haven't watched it yet. I had to work.
Okay.
I'm excited though. See, that's the thing you got to put at the top of your queue because some of those movies will just fucking disappear. Because like, there's once from the first season they're gone now.
Yeah, I might watch it and just kind of like. Do you ever watch any of those and just skip it to the Joe Bob parts?
Never.
Never. I watched Chopping Mall not that long ago. I think I'll watch it and just kind of watch the bookends and the middle parts for Joe Bob. The movie's not very long.
Max should get Shudder and watch fucking Disco Basis Slam Ball Bill Rama with Joe Bob for the first time.
Yeah, you should, man. It's a fun movie. I think it. If I remember, I think it goes on a little long in the third act. I can't remember,
Beta.
but it's fun. That one guy that talks like a California raisin, he's cool.
Fucking Michelle Bauer is a babe in that movie. And that guy, she gets all hot, fucking gets him in that room like they're gonna fuck, and he just sits there. He never fucks her. What a beta.
And it's got a Buck Flower.
He's amazing. He's not playing a homeless guy though.
He's not homeless, but he is doing kind of like, next to homeless bitch work.
It's funny because if you watch the trailer for that movie, it's a different guy doing the voice of the imp, and that they changed it for the final movie, so it's weird watching the trailer.
Oh, how is the voice in the trailer? Is it a similar type of voice, or is it totally different?
I don't remember. I just remember the normal guy.
Is there anybody of note that plays the imp's voice? Because it just sounds like a California raisin. Like, hey, baby, hey, little party, right?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Look at these fucking things, man.
Yeah, it looks
I would
creepy.
fuck them. Oh,
This thing's fucked me up.
you know what I thought of recently? What I thought of whenever, oh yeah, why didn't I buy with the fucking Yang Bucks a fucking trick or treat Chucky doll? I should have.
I mean,
You
waste
what?
of money, man. Why would you? How much they cost?
What do you mean a waste of money? It's just money given to me.
What are you talking about? What did you just say?
He wanted to buy a Tots Chucky doll with his Yang Bucks, his Trump Bucks.
Dude, someone was selling one for $200. And you don't get
bootleg
that
one?
one, dude. Get the Bride of Chucky one.
I like the fucking 2-1 better.
Okay. All right.
They are really cool, though. Like I said, I took that picture of my buddies, and it, I don't know, it was pretty surreal to be.
The mecha seat of Chucky is legit. It's fucking awesome.
Why don't you see for $200 or $500? Why didn't they fucking put a voice box in it so that he does what he does in the movies? Should have.
Yeah, I still think they're priced kind of high.
Here we go. Fuck. You can get them cheaper now. Like, there are people out there that sell them.
I don't like dolls, man. I don't know if I want a doll in my house, a Chucky doll.
Beta.
Just put it up there with your Ninja Turtles.
I am gonna terrify my fucking niece with that thing.
Put it on a shelf.
It's gonna be amazing.
I just saw a thing where they're releasing Glenn, but he's fucking $400 as well. I'm like,
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck
Why would you
him.
want to see the Chucky? Why would you want to see the Chucky one, man? That movie's shit.
yeah. The only thing that I'd want is the Chucky doll.
I do like the way he looks in Seed. And
Yeah, that's the only thing I'd want.
but like, you guys bought the masks. Why'd you buy the masks?
I'm just
If
playing
don't-
with you. I
don't
know.
want the Chucky doll.
I know. And I got fucking giant
The
turtles.
masks? What are you
He's-
talking about?
I made a jab saying it was a waste of money, but clearly I buy shit too. I don't have a doll. I have Michael Myers masks. I have Jason masks.
Those masks, they're made of stuff that's gonna degrade before you're even dead, bro.
Before I'm even dead, great. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, shit.
You mean I can't take them with? You mean I can't take them with
It's
me?
gonna die of old age.
I can't take them with me.
Here we got like a fucking Child's Play 3 persona going on. We got the big boss man and the dolls are let loose in the house. Kind of like Child's Play 3, baby.
Child's Play 3.
He looks just like the fucking guy from Child's Play 3, the boss man.
Great movie, Child's Play 3.
The weakest of the trilogy, the original trilogy.
You're weak.
That movie is watered down.
You should fucking identify with it because you're weak
This
too.
is not a weak movie, dude.
Compared to the first two, it's watered down.
Dude, the movies fell off after 3. 4
you
is
can't
weak
fucks
as
with
fuck.
3.
I don't. I
don't fucks
tend to
with 3.
separate them.
If you were in a fight with part 3, it would kick your fuck out of you.
Dude, fucking everything after 3 is garbage.
I haven't seen it since it came out, but I actually really liked. Not what's Curse of Chucky. I actually liked Curse of Chucky.
Ugh.
I liked it.
Blech. Blech.
You don't remember it, do you?
I liked Brad Dourif, de-aged, like with a fucking brown wig, and that was good enough.
They didn't de-age him. They didn't have that money.
I mean, they just gave him a brown wig. It was funny.
Me and your mommy. Yeah. Oh my god, that makes me cringe.
See,
Me
they
and your
didn't
mana.
go. They didn't go far enough. I wanted to see him cut open her fucking pregnant belly and fuck the fetus.
Oh,
Yes, just start
okay.
gouging it out.
Cult of Chucky, I still don't think is very good at all, even though there's some funny parts.
Oh god.
Cult of Chucky's better than Curse of Chucky.
There's some decent parts, like when he's talking to the head, but like the ending is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
And their laugh at the end in the car is so cringy, dude. It makes me want to punch my fucking TV.
You know what I'd buy for $800? The Curse of Chucky doll, because it looks even better than the original.
Oh, the autistic looking one, the Mongoloid when it goes like
yes.
CGI. That's so weird. But why do they use multiple dolls? It's weird because sometimes it looks like Chucky, sometimes it looks like that one that's kind of like Asian or something, and then there's that one part in Cult of Chucky that I actually laugh out loud when he's talking to the batshit crazy one on the phone, and he just looks at her. He's like, "You're next." Like that part's that I laugh at that.
And she's like, okay, bye.
You're next.
He's like, so you're you're the fucking, yeah.
But yeah,
It's like, when I'm done with them, you're next.
You're next because he's just so fucking fed up.
Look at him defacing that flag. What a fucking cunt.
That's fucked. That right there fucked me up.
That really grinds my gears. It gets on the fighting side of me.
You motherfucker want to fucking go?
Hey, you guys were
Now
talking
watch.
about Yang Bucks, man. I ain't got my Yang Bucks yet.
Look at this thing.
Because you're beta.
The stop motion shit is weird. Oh, that's just
Dude. The pictures, everything. It's just fucked. I know people who make these dolls, dude. They're fucking, I want one.
like the actual replicas.
Yeah.
You guys think it's is it patriotic or not to come on an American flag?
I guess one could interpret it as showing appreciation, like coming on the flag.
I think
I
we
get-
should all do cum tributes for the flag.
Come tributes.
See, this is kind of like this.
That looks like Will Smith, man.
Oh gosh, Puppet Master 3.
Well, this is a story all about how we just got spinning around.
The thing starts spinning.
I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there.
Dude, this fucked me up. Oh, dude.
Fucking shooting a doll fucked you up.
It reminds me of dolls whenever they fucking kick them and punch them and shit in their face. The porcelain breaks and there's like a goblin behind it.
When he looks all crazy here and his hair's all fucking disheveled, he kind of looks like Trump. And this is like he's running for president or something. Fucking this movie, it got it right. Tales from the Hood predicted the future.
I thought this was creepy when they weren't in the painting anymore and they just showed those.
That's what I'm saying. It fucked me up as a kid. I'd be looking around because I'd be watching this shit at like my grandma's house, and she always lived in like a poorer neighborhood, and the house would be scary as fuck. So like I'd be like, there'd be like a fire oven, like a big giant thing where you put logs in it and shit, and like to keep us warm. And like they had an outhouse and shit like back in the day. So this shit really fucked me up watching this.
It's because you're a pussy.
Well, no, this
Dude,
movie had
like
me
having to go out to an outhouse, dude. It was like a fucking horror movie.
What's scary about an outhouse?
my grandmother's house too, where I watched this flick. She would have pictures all over the house too, like with paintings depicting people.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
had me looking at them.
She had paintings that looked like this artwork that's on the fucking wall here.
What is it with old people and putting paintings up? We know you don't appreciate art. You just have something to fucking hang there. See, that's how you know our generation's better. Because I'm gonna have fucking like all these Converge flags.
Yeah.
Fucking
When
hanging
I,
around my old pad.
when I used to, I think I was like high school age, right? So like senior, or junior, senior. I used to go over and have like sleepover weekends, go stay with my grandma, or whatever. And at this part in my life, I would just kind of crash in their basement room. And I remember the bed that I would stay in. Come on, man. I was in like jacking off age. She had this big picture of Jesus on Mount Olive, like staring right over you.
Did you ever jack off in front of it?
No, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I just wanted to like do that, and I had like Jesus hovering over me, looking down on me.
That's probably why she put it there.
Maybe.
I said, you ever jack off in your grandparents' bed?
No, no.
Oh, I did that.
You ever have those friends that would like in high school and middle school, they would bring girls over and fuck girls in their parents' bed, and I'm like, that is so fucking gross. Why would you do that?
Oh yes.
Why would you mix that DNA?
You get your dad's cummies and mix it with your cummies. You get it on the same pillow. You just grab your pillow and bust your nut so that you don't get it in the giny.
Mac, where's the weirdest place you ever had sex?
I was gonna like you should ask him where's the weirdest place you ever busted a nut.
I had sex at a J.C. Penney's parking lot when it was closing down. They had like 50% off, 90% off, 75% off.
That's not that weird.
It was busy.
Wait,
and we were fucking in the parking lot during lunchtime.
so in the car or in the parking lot?
Yeah, in the car.
I fucked a chick.
front.
I fucked a chick inside a church once.
Did you really?
No, but that would have been funny.
While you were talking to the pastor?
Yes. While he was fucking getting the milk.
The pasture, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pasture and his cows.
He was getting my milk.
Look at these creepy dolls, man. They all look like Will Smith.
Dude, this is dolls mixed with fucking Dolly Dearest mixed in with fucking
Fresh Prince. Look, that's creepy, man. The stop motion.
Dude, it's like dolls. Look at the background. Did you see the background? Remember how we were talking about that before?
No.
The background when it showed them turn around, it was just like NBA style where they were paper.
Yeah, look, dude, they're all dead in the eyes. They're all.
Look, some of them are fucking paper.
Fuck yeah.
Shit, fucked me up.
Yeah, look at it.
This reminds me of Skull Monkeys, Zach. Remember that game?
The symbolism.
Skull Monkeys is badass.
Using the flag to shield. He's gonna bleed on the flag. Symbolism.
Yeah, I always thought it was creepy when the old woman showed up too.
This fucking really got me, dude. I'd shut this shit off. I'd be shutting this shit off right now.
See, if that old woman showed up out of nowhere, I'd fucking start jacking off. See what she does. See, you ever think that? I remember, like, once I got a certain age, you'd always have those, like, you'd be freaked out. You'd be scaring yourself in a, dark house at night when it's like, what if a ghost, like, I turn the corner, there's a ghost just standing there, and then, like, I'd just say, well, then I just pull my pants out, start jacking off, see what they do.
I don't know.
So what do they do then? It's like, I wish I was smart enough, like, whenever I was getting, like, my ass kicked, like, my dad, like, if I did something wrong, like, he didn't whip me a lot, but there was a couple of times where I did something really bad, he would whip me, and I was thinking, like, man, if I was smart, I would have been, like, I'd wait till he hit me and just been like, and that probably would have got him to never whip me again, because, like, oh, he likes that shit.
Did you hear how he said whip me? He'd whip me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Daddy, stop.
I got a question.
Oh, Daddy, stop.
Oh, yeah, Daddy. Ooh. Yeah, fuck that pussy up.
Oh.
Fuck that up.
Dude, why is that black guy over there on the right side with the bandana look like Colt, black version of Colt?
I just want to get my dick stuck in between his teeth.
Yeah, hey, I got a question. So, does it really, there's 27 more minutes of this movie. Is there one more story or... Oh, they have to show like what happened to them. I
think it's just like now it's catching
the
up to the
epilogue.
actual
It shows
story.
okay, and it shows what happened to them and how they died. Right? That's what this is.
Yeah, so like after he's done with all those stories, the shit happens to them.
No, they're dead.
They're dead, and they're remembering.
I can't be motherfucking popping with them. The motherfuckers ain't.
Hey Zach, I need to ask you, man. What do you think? So we haven't answered any questions in a couple of weeks, and we have quite a few. Let me know if we should start reading those or when you want to read some. Because,
I never want to read them.
Never? Okay.
Never. Okay. My friend Master P told me that you never read that shit. That's how he is still so successful.
Let me read some and we'll kind of interweave with the ending here and we can stop and chat.
Look at his fucking burns. Look at his sideburns, man.
They're amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like a foot. Looks like a Mortal Kombat character foot.
What, angry and amazing? Oh, you can see like, I thought the squibs were gonna go off, but they didn't.
You could see the blood cartridges, the packs in his shirt. Like he had those like he won't even try to hide it. You could see him underneath his wife beater.
Showtime, they're so good they didn't reshoot that.
This isn't a Showtime original movie.
Why'd you tell me it was? You fucking lied to me.
I said that there was a guy that was in this that was from another Showtime movie.
They made a sequel to this recently too. That looks like ketchup on his face.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't look like blood.
Motherfuckers, you steal my Hanes? Am I gonna have to beat the shit out of you? Stealing my Hanes? That's my Hanes. Fucking dipping my Hanes, bitch.
You're bleeding all over your motherfucking self. Hang the phone up, motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, gargle that shit.
Oh yeah, that's them. They're the ones talking there.
Now they all get blasted and laughing so long.
Go ahead and read it, bitch. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'll read one from Omega.
Hey, hold on, I gotta say something.
Yeah.
And in that moment,
He knew we fucked
it was
up.
Armageddon.
Oh.
There was a
There was
firefight.
a firefight.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, hold on. Jesus, God, Zeus, lemon juice.
What?
These are all inside jokes that no one will get.
The fucking listen to this music. We used to make fun of the music like this, because all fucking movies would do it.
Back in the day, we were playing a God of War, and there was like one of the soundtrack cues was like it had a Gregorian chant like that, and Mac would like, are they saying Jesus, Zeus, and then lemon juice? So we would say that whenever we'd sing along to it.
I thought it was the song from Final Fantasy VIII because it kind of sounds kind of similar too.
It's because you beta.
Look at this Whoopi Goldberg, broke ass, great value looking.
Mac, you're really quiet.
Yeah, you sound really distant. Hey, but check this, man. Omega
serious?
commented on Serbian film, and I want to read it, man. He says, I watched along, and I found this film to be as bad as I assumed it would be. I'm sorry, Aaron, that you had to watch this. Thank you, by the way, because it was not a good movie.
You didn't fucking like that kid fucking?
No. I do recommend a far superior film called Irreversible. Zach, have you ever seen Irreversible? He says, I found it shocking you guys don't like Radiohead, but then later talk about how much you all love Limp Bizkit and Korn, and realize you all just and you all realize you just have bad taste in music. Listen, we've clarified that we don't really. We're just making fun. We're just making jokes.
What the fuck are you talking about? Radio fucking Korn and Limp Bizkit?
Radiohead's fucking garbage. What are you talking about?
That's vagina
it sounds nothing
music.
alike.
I said on the podcast you're referring to, I said I liked.
Was that Scott Tetherman?
Hell yeah, he had a K on his head.
I liked 2 Radiohead albums before they got fucking up their own ass.
Mushroomhead was better.
That's totally.
They did the head better.
Totally the same realm.
They're the king of heads.
They're the king of the heads.
They are the best variety of heads.
It says he says Aaron, give Radiohead a chance.
Fuck, I just tried to.
Hey, let me finish his comment. He says Aaron, give Radiohead a chance. Here's a link to a great album from them in 2008. Yeah. I mean, I know the album that you're talking about. That's what, In Rainbows or whatever. What's that one? The one that was free. The thing, I've given them a chance. I like the Bends and I like OK Computer, and then just everything after that just got too much, too avant-garde. So
they're the Imagine Dragons of this era.
no, Imagine Dragons is the Imagine
Fuck
Dragons
them.
of this era.
They fucking suck.
There was some guy fucking like he was trying to troll me in a like YouTube comment section, and I posted something, and he basically was just like, imagine thinking this, like he was just like mocking what I was saying, but like saying imagine thinking before everything. So I started going, imagine there's no heaven, imagine dragons. I just started memeing back at him, and it fucked with him. It fucked with them really bad.
Where do you go from there? What comes after Imagine? I'm trying to think of something else.
I'm feeling this.
Yeah, exactly.
He also says, Mendoza, it saddened me that Zach doesn't want me to know where he lives. But guess what? I know where Zach lives. He lives in Lamford, Illinois, and I know where he works, at the Lamford Lunchbox. He works in the back making loose meat sandwiches. Aaron, I don't remember this gentleman's agreement. Just send me a pic or a video of you shaking your wee-wee, and I will put my stamp of approval. That's okay. I decline.
Shake your wee-wee. There's a contest going on. You shake your wee-wee, get $100.
He goes, I'm jealous that Mac has seen Zach's bulge and balls. Okay.
Hell yes.
Dude, if you just come over to his house and like open the door, he'll be chilling there, you'll see him. Like do I sound okay now? Do I sound loud?
Yeah, you sound good now.
Okay.
And if you go to Zach's toilet, you'll see he left shit in there for you.
Yeah, you'll see his shit. You go in his room, you'll see all his crusty socks. It's like a dream come true.
Hell yes.
He has crusty socks?
Hell yes.
Dude, he has the Jizz socks.
He's not gonna do that anymore, man. He's got that pocket pussy.
And then he'll have one sock on, and the other one will be the Jizz sock, so he won't take the other one off.
Yeah, I used to always
He'll have one sock on, one sock off, and the one sock that's on will be all shredded up.
Yeah, I have terrible socks. I used to just step and piss for my
even
dog,
fucking
and then
care.
I'd throw the fucking sock on the piss so I wouldn't step in again. Instead of just cleaning it up.
It's gross.
I was total alpha. Total alpha.
Hey, what'd that knife say?
Finally, he says, I agree with Aaron. Hereditary is the superior film, referring to Midsummer versus Hereditary.
Beta. This motherfucker, he doxed me, and we just let that happen on fucking the show.
Ew.
Me and fucking our boy, the Omega, we're on bad terms now.
Let's fuck him up.
Hell yeah.
We'll be like, are you Adrian Mendoza?
We're going to fly to all the houses of people that could be Adrian. We're going to look up all the Adrian Mendozas in the phone book.
And then we'll suck them off.
Hell yeah.
Swat him.
See how he just spit that blood up?
Speaking of Cult of Chucky, we got a comment on Cult of Chucky, the commentary we did. I think.
Why?
I know. Ishmael Premu, he says, a slosh riverman.
That's why.
A slosh riverman playing Real American and Alter Bridge while watching the movie. I mean, he was probably wearing his Trump hat, too, at the same time. Let's see.
Beta.
Riverman's the best. Liar Liar commentary. I'm not going to read that because it's somebody that said some
BRB.
naughty stuff.
Hell yeah, read it.
Be right. No, it's gibberish. It's gibberish that I could probably tell is like a cuss
Well,
word.
did I comment back to it? You got to
You
read
did-
the comments I make back to these people, too, because they're funny.
You did not. It's like all in French.
Fuck.
No, there's no comment. Let's see. Return of the Living Dead 2 commentary. Mendoza also said, I love coming back to this commentary. Funny, great discussions. Overall, an excellent episode. Classic. And that's got Zach's fucking Kramer. Oh, it's Return of the Living Dead 2. Yeah, the Kramer image.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and read an Exploited Cinema as well because if you guys don't
You don't
know.
have to do that because here's a fun fact.
What's
we
that?
just recorded an Exploited Cinema episode yesterday.
For real?
Hell yes.
No.
It fucking, the prophecy has been fulfilled.
Okay, so you guys read these comments?
Hell yes.
Okay,
We went through a bunch of them.
rock on, man. Well, so can you guys give us what did you guys do?
Actually, the ones yeah, these probably not because that's the co-host that's been commenting on these videos.
Michael Brown?
Maybe he was commenting on them last night.
This is an old one. This haven't.
Oh,
This
okay.
this is a. Did you read this, Michael Brown? Death Wish on Death Wish, Death Hunt, Death Wish.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Wow. So what'd you guys do on the new episode?
You'll find out. It's a surprise.
Well, how about that? So it's playing with my emotions. So the Exploited Cinema, it's like it started off as a comeback, and then Dale Roy decided he didn't want to do anymore, so it just kind of became rebranded as a reunion. But now it's just going to be touch and go. You guys can come back whenever.
Oh yeah, doesn't it look like they're actually putting that hose up his nose?
Yeah, it does. Hey, how many people were on it? You, Bat, and who else? Somebody else?
Another person. You'll have to wait.
So was it somebody that's an alumni of the show or somebody brand new?
You'll see.
Okay, all right. So I won't read those. I'm not going to read the Planet of the Apes comments as well. Let's see here. The Poughkeepsie tapes. Should I hold that? Should I do Cinema Enema on Cinema Enema? That's what I will. I won't read Cinema Enema here because we're doing those more often now.
Look at that bulge. Guy's got a nice cock.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Cannibal Holocaust. A guy by the name of Dikshith Pujari. He says,
Dick shit. Hell yeah.
Dikshith Pujari says, fuck off, only audio, and gives us middle finger emojis. I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
I apologize. It's a podcast, you know?
You have to buy the movie. Sorry.
Well, only audio. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think he really wanted to watch our faces talk. Maybe he did. Maybe I'll give him credit. Maybe he wanted to watch us talk about it. Or maybe he wanted to watch the movie as well while we talk about it. I mean, we can't get away with that shit. If you don't know how YouTube works by now, get off YouTube. Let's see here. I'm got an old.
We're seeing real pictures of slaves being hung. That's not fun.
Yeah, it's pretty bleak shit, man. Leroy Silvera. Are you related to David Silvera of Korn? Leroy Silvera. He commented on the thank you video I put out once we crossed 3,000 subs. He just said Chad, Aaron, and Boomer Zach.
Oh, fuck that guy. He's got it all reversed.
No,
You don't know shit.
yeah, I would think I'm the Boomer.
Fucking, I'm the Chad.
But that's funny though, because Leroy, that tells me, because this is just a thank you video where I was saying, hey, thanks guys for hitting the milestone for us. So the fact that you called us Chad Aaron and Boomer Zach means that you listen to the show, because that's fucking Zach's lingo. And I don't think
Who's fucking anybody who knows us knows my fucking jawline would win in a fight between our jawlines.
And I don't think I've seen you comment if much, if at all, Leroy. So thank you so much for dropping some love on that one. And don't be shy on some of our commentaries. No, but thank you. I'll be a Chad. That's fine.
Dude, they're spinning him around like that scene from The Pest. He's gonna fucking throw up on the two-way mirror.
Let's see.
I'm gonna open my mouth, try to catch it.
Let's see here. Oliver Closeoff commented on an old Retro Rampage we did way back in the day, but it's he was commenting because we were talking about the Jason underwater statues, right? There's that one in Michigan, and then I had mentioned there's one in Arizona. I think I had said Lake Havasu, but I wasn't 100% sure. And he was telling me that he used to live in Lake Havasu and there wasn't one there. It was actually in Lake Pleasant, which is still in the area. And I think they removed it. So we did have a Jason statue too.
Those betas.
Yeah, they removed it. It wasn't hurting nobody. It wasn't hurting nobody.
Fucking idiots.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and read Resident Evil 3, the Retro Rampage we did, the playthrough. Oliver Closeoff says, look like Resident Evil 4 remake is in the works for some reason. I agree with you. It seems kind of stupid. Maiden Doze also said he enjoyed that live stream and hanging out with all of us. We've been doing those a little more often, man. I want to do another one this week as well. They're a lot of fun. And
hell yeah.
Yeah, Mac's back. So we'll do another one soon.
He acted like he was still here the whole time. Like we didn't notice he was gone.
We had a weird surge in our Don't Breathe commentary, so yeah, there's some foreign comments that I can't make up. I mean, I don't know. There's probably some people swearing.
Is that the
at
one
us.
I responded to?
I haven't come across it yet, but there probably will be some. Oh, Day of the Dead Bloodline. You probably commented on this. Fuck you. So, Day of the Dead Bloodline. We had a comment.
See, this guy's the fucking idiot. He's the one wanting to watch Day of the Dead Bloodline.
Look, this is a guy by the name of Mang Kep Wang channel. Mang Kep Wang channel. So he's got his own channel dedicated to Mang Kep Wang. Anyway, he says, fuck you, all caps, no space between the words. And Zach goes, why? And he says, I don't. Oh, he changed his name.
He changed his name. I thought that didn't sound like what he fucking named himself.
Yeah. So his original, he was the official Juan Narvaez. That was his name. So Zach's joke doesn't make sense anymore, but it was official Juan Narvaez telling us, fuck you. And he said, why? I don't believe you're the official Juan Narvaez. Juan would never say such a thing. You're that fucking bootleg Juan Narvaez. That great value Juan Narvaez. Be gone, fake ass Juan Narvaez.
That's why I changed his name, because he was a fucking bootleg. He knows it now.
You put him to shame. So yeah,
He's like,
fucking shame.
He's like, it's true. I hate my father.
Mang Kep Wang. I mean, that's a totally different name, man. So that's funny, man. You fucking told him off to the point where you made him change his name.
I'm the king of troll.
He had to change his name. That's so funny.
This is shot like a fucking music video over here.
Yeah, I know. It's giving me a fucking seizure. Blocko69 on Blank Check commentary. He says, Dumb and Dumber, the uncut version. The cut scenes completely change the tone. Fucks up your childhood. Yeah, it's terrible, man.
You actually see sea bass spit in the burger.
That fucking director's cut is the reason why the editing room exists, right? It just ruins it. They clearly did it right the first time. They cut all the fucking fat and the shit that didn't work, and they had a perfect comedy. Why they would put that back in, and not only, it's not even like bonus features. When you buy it on DVD or like the later releases or Blu-ray or whatever, that's the version you get. When you pop in the movie, it makes you watch the director's cut. And I'm like, can I please not watch this version? It's like, I think there was some Blu-ray pressings of when T2 came out on Blu-ray. I think, didn't it revert to like the director's cut? It might have, I don't know, or they might have given you the option, but don't force me to watch the inferior version. It's fucking shit, man.
T2 director's cut's good. Beta.
It's fun to watch, but it doesn't make sense with the whole movie.
Oh, fucking Bean. He's fucking back. Oh, that was amazing.
That scene's not good. Well, no, like
on your feet, soldier. I cried.
No, there's that one scene like they leave in when she's taking the chip out of his head, but that leaving that scene in makes the rest of the movie not make any sense, because when they were going to go that route, I don't think he was going to be the learning computer, because that was going to be the reason why he started like doing good and learning, you know, because she like did something to his head. But the rest of the movie, the way they ended up doing it for theatrical was he just was a learning computer by default. So when they threw that in, it made no sense. Like, wait, I thought he already was a learning computer. Why are you guys making him a learning? You know what I mean?
He's a speaking spell.
Yeah, speak and spell. What did Chucky speak and spell say? BITCH.
Yeah. Amazing.
Blank check, Will and Matt's excellent podcast. He says, sadly, I saw The Predator, the Shane Black one in theaters, and to paraphrase a quote by Zach, that movie was weaponized autism. I'll say this.
I haven't said that in a while. Damn.
No, I'll say he's taking it for himself. You can pass it on, man. Pay it forward. I'll say this. The pandemic has encouraged me to knock out a lot of my gaming movie backlog. So in that regard, thanks, COVID. One other thing. Why are they still holding comic horror cons for the rest of the year? I know money talks, but don't they realize the guests will just have to be put in plastic bubbles for their safety?
They're just LARPing like they're gonna have it. They're not.
Yeah, no, and this was a week ago when he said this. I think they've been.
Yeah, they're probably gonna we're gonna keep it going so that they don't try to refund the money right now. We want to keep that money.
Well, all those conventions and shit, they have insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these music festivals and film festivals and conventions, they have to have insurance in case of shit like this. So, I have a feeling probably for insurance purposes, they have to go as far as they can before canceling it, right? So the insurance doesn't have any way to weasel out of paying.
Weasel.
But I don't know. Weasel. Let's see. Oh, hey, on our retro rant, when we did the Resident Evil 3 playthrough, Will, he also commented on RE3 himself. He said, having finished the RE3 remake myself, I feel like it's a good game that doesn't quite reach the heights of the RE2 remake, but nevertheless an enjoyable experience. Nemesis was the weakest link of the game, and even compared to his PS1 counterpart, he's not too big of a threat. I have to agree with him pretty much everything he said. I don't think it's as good.
I noticed that, like, if you go to the Facebook page of the Resident Evil, people are fucking talk about weaponized autism. They're doing like, oh, you guys didn't put everything in the game. It's like, where were you fucking like 3 years ago when they did the same thing to the second game? They didn't put everything in that one either. But they're really pissed off about it this time.
Because they want that clock tower scene.
Yeah, fucking clock tower.
It's
fucking cockwork.
It's not as good as 2, but I really like it, and I do.
Dude, I love it. I don't know what it is. I fucking hated 3 on PlayStation. It was my least favorite. I didn't fucking care. I did like the 2 different options, and I totally forgot all about that. But like, I don't remember it as much as I did the other ones. That's the thing. So like, now when I play this one, it fucking blows my mind. It blows my mind. I don't know. I just think it does have playthrough value.
Will gave his rankings too. He says, my current rankings of favorite RE titles from most favorite to least favorite probably goes something like this. I'll read from least to best. For some reason he put Umbrella Chronicles at 8. Then Dark Side Chronicles. I don't even consider those, but yeah, those are bottom. Number 6, he says Resident Evil 5. Number 5, he puts Resident Evil 7, so that's towards the bottom. Then his top 4 is...
Wait, is 8 the best?
8's the worst,
I know,
yeah.
Keep going.
The top 4 for him is the original Resident Evil, because he says he hasn't played the remake. Then coming in at number 3, he says RE3, the original and remake, are kind of both there, he says. Number 2 is both the original and remake of 2, and number 1 is Resident Evil 4.
So you might as well just put the Resident Evil remake at the top because he hasn't played it yet, so it's just a matter of time.
I recently played, I was trying to play Resident Evil 0, and I popped it in day before yesterday, and I've tried, as you guys were making,
starting to like it, right?
No, I mean, I'm not very far into it. Like I said,
I'm still on the train.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Still on the train.
I'm hitting the brakes on the train, but I'm not far in it. But I'm annoyed at little things. It's hard for me to play.
You'll get used to it, and then once you get used to it, then talk to us.
I like being able to just drop things wherever you want to drop it.
Yeah, to pick up shit because it's fun. You'll like it.
I'd rather have a box.
Because you're
anyway,
a pussy.
I'm gonna finish it.
You're the kind of guy who can't even do an achievement unless you have a box. You pussy.
Aaron, you think you hide the box too much. You're spending your whole life living inside this box. You need to get out of the box.
Yeah. Do the achievement where you can't use the box, okay? Then get back to us, pussy.
Okay, blank check commentary, Ishmael Premiere. He says, Capper for an episode of The Revival. Because we were talking about how Capper should have his own podcast because he's got so many good stories. Hey, I wouldn't object, man. Guy's got great stories. Sleepaway Camp 2.
We can't let him though, because he'll fucking outshine us.
Probably. Sleepaway Camp 2. I don't have big dick syndrome, man. That's fine. People can be better than me.
Oh, I do. Nobody's allowed to have a bigger dick than me.
Unhappy Camper, Sleepaway Camp 2. The Lion 227. He was just commenting that it's the cheerleader from Fast Times. Yeah. Let's see. She was.
Hell yeah.
Pamela Springsteen. She's the one that fucking got all fed up, right? I can't remember if she's the one that had the lines or not.
Would you fuck Pamela Springsteen?
I mean, she's kind of got a weird, an unconventional look to her. I don't know.
Oh, I love that they made the fucking snake tongue come out of the gap in his teeth. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking funny.
Like, do you think he was embarrassed when that happened, when he was watching the movie?
That's some Tenacious D shit right here. And then you start hearing dan. Look at Cole.
I am complete.
It
is.
Fuck.
Look at them. Can you imagine them acting in front of that green screen?
Like this is Doom shit right here. Not Doom. That's fucking Spawn edit right there.
Yeah, it really was. It was shitty. In a movie like this, it's not offensive though.
Yo, motherfuckers, welcome.
Hey, so Bradley Taylor, he commented on our fucking, where was it? Oh, sorry, that's yours. My bad. I'm not gonna read it, but I will say Bradley Taylor's a fucking troll, man. I'm convinced. Like he always puts the same comment, man, and it's always kind of condescending.
He's amazing.
But I'm gonna read it anyway because it's so funny because he does this all the time.
He's trying to out troll me.
What is it?
Anytime any one of us on this channel does sort of a somewhat obscure movie, he has to sort of one up us and like put us down. He's like, for example, this is on your Garbage Pail Kids, right, thing. Mm-hmm. I never thought anyone else would do a commentary on the Garbage Pail Kids movie. Congratulations on doing the second commentary ever for this movie. He does that every single time.
See, he's just letting us know that we're fucking autistic and like we're not alone. You're not alone. And that's the thing.
I guess not.
Fucking, I guarantee, I'm like they probably even did a fucking commentary for the DVD. So maybe he's the second number 2, and he's wrong altogether. Maybe we're number 3, and that's okay.
Hey, I gotta read David Capper's blank check comment. Right, he spoils us as normal. He says, "On blank check, great sesh. I was not even aware of this flick, but the trailer made it look like it would have been a '90s favorite. That blows me away, by the way, Capper." Because you know like everything about movies. And how did you miss blank check? Anyway.
He just punked your ass right there.
Yeah, Aaron mentioned a lot of his stories have to do with traveling. So how about travel exploitation? You could do Road Trip, Euro Trip, Rat Race, National Lampoon's Vacation, maybe bring on Riverman or Josh and exchange nutty vacation travel road trip stories. I'd be down. Yeah. Thanks for sharing and enjoying my stories, but my life isn't that interesting. Just a cluster of crazy Canadian coincidences, but if you want a few more tales from the David Capper Extended Universe, aka the DCEU, some other offerings would be Capper's Phil Collins connection, bucket drumming in the Big Apple, Coronas with Isai Morales, and My Landlord the Klingon. I like theming them to the film being watched or a story told during the commentary, or even another listener's comment. So if there's any flicks y'all are thinking about doing that might fit those, let me know. So basically, he's not going to give the milk away for free.
Hell yeah.
If we do La Bamba, he'll give us that Isai Morales story I'm dying to hear. And Phil Collins, I guess we need to do Hook because Phil Collins has a role in that, and then we'll like get to hear the Phil Collins story.
Hell yeah.
So stuff like that. Big Apple, pretty much any movie in Big Apple. Maybe we should do Milk Money. Isn't that New York?
I don't know.
So, I think that's New York. What was I watching yesterday? For the millionth time, I watched Big.
Hell yeah.
That was New York. Yeah, Big is a good movie. So if we ever do that, that's like in the New York, right? We could do that. Let's see. Thanks for that. He said, Showdown. I don't know what this fucking means. Showdown Little Tokyo. We got a comment from Janet Rojas. She just says Q fraud.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what a Q fraud is.
Oh, that's a fucking thing me and Janet know. She's playing with me. I know. I hear your tricks, Janet.
Schizophreniac commentary. Machiavelli 420. I've never seen you comment before Machiavelli 420, but thanks. He says the VHS copy is worth a lot of money. Rented it back in the day at the store. Rubberneck for life, he says.
Rubberneck, hell yeah. Fucking, he knows Rubberneck.
Pet Cemetery commentary. Eric Pig. He comments, I chuckled all the way through this thing. Movie is campy and corny, but so creepy. This reminds me of me and my buddies watching a scary movie and clowning it the whole time. So thanks, man. Sounds like you're a new listener.
That's what we're going for.
I put you a link under that too, and I gave you a link to Pet Sematary 2 commentary that we did. So, if you like that, you'll probably like the other shit we did too. So check it out. But thanks, man. Sounds like you're a new listener. Ishmael Premier, he comments on, these are all Spawn, by the way. I'm going to read a slew of Spawn.
By the way, real quick, I want to redo fucking Pet Sematary 2 sometime. That was the first one I ever did, and I hadn't honed my fucking kid jokes yet. I hadn't honed the craft.
Okay.
So I can make some fucking, Drew Buddy and fucking, the other kid in there.
Maybe we should revisit that one sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Or to make it proper, maybe you should do it for Mac and Zach, so it's not super confusing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't want to confuse anybody.
Yeah, we don't want that. Hey, we got a whole slew for Spawn, which that was fun. We had a fatal 4-way with Goat from Movie Graveyard. Mac was on that too. But I'm just going to bust through these because we got quite a few. I'm going to go fast. But Ishmael Permu says, holy shit, I didn't know I needed this. Full crew here too. Spawn is a 90s disaster piece. Clown no like. That's what he says. Bad crispy.
Amazing movie.
Clown no like. I'm surprised. I know we weren't really talking about the movie very much, but I love that part. I'm surprised no one stopped and quoted that.
He stole the show.
Ishmael also says, more commentaries with the goat cheese, please.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Goat's awesome on the show, man. We'll have him on as much as he wants to come on. So Ishmael also says, Zach bringing up movies that are too fast-paced just instantly brings up that scene from The Disaster Artist. The flower shop scene. You're my favorite customer, Tommy. Hi, doggy. I'm no film expert, but even I could tell that scene was a little too quick. I can't tell if he's trolling us with his comment. Because you called it The Disaster Artist, which is obviously the movie that's fucking making fun of the original movie.
Yeah.
So it was obviously intentional. I can't tell.
He probably meant The Room.
If you meant The Room,
that's just because it's a fucking Martian that's fucking making what he thinks like humans do with movie making. Like I'm convinced. Like you'll notice he looks fucking weird now. It's because his fucking camouflage is starting to deteriorate. So it's gonna slowly go. One day he's gonna just be a flat out Martian from fucking any movie, and we're not even gonna know. We're like, that's just Tommy. That's how he aged.
He's weird, dude. Josh James and I met him in person, man. Took pictures with him, and he's just frail. He's wearing a million belts like he always does, and he needed every single one of those belts. Like I wasn't about to make fun of the fashion choice. The guy was like 2 pounds. He had no ass, and his pants were fucking about ready to drop. So it was weird.
Did you try to pick him up and fit him in your pocket?
No, he kind of looks like a leprechaun.
Tommy Pocketso.
But that was a really fun night, though, seeing The Room on the big screen with everybody throwing spoons, dude, in New York City. That was pretty fun. Let's see. Ishmael Permu also says, you guys should do Tales from the Hood. Aha, that's where this recommendation came from.
And we fucked it up again.
He says, or Jumanji. Both films are from the 90s. So we did Tales from the Hood for you. This one's for you, Ishmael. Maybe we'll do Jumanji one of these days.
The newer ones, though.
Oh, dude, the newer ones. Dude, that fucking new Jumanji movie was fucking shit. Dog shit. I hate it. I hated it.
Who's the hot chick that's in the movies?
That's Karen Gillan.
She was in the fucking Oculus.
And she's in the Marvel movies.
She's in the Avengers.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. She was in Oculus.
She's hot, dude.
Yeah, she's a hot redhead.
I follow her on Instagram, and whoo.
But
I would eat her ass with one of those plastic spoons they were throwing at the fucking room screening.
I'd eat her ass after she got done shitting without wiping.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that first Jumanji movie with The Rock.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a fine popcorn movie. It's does the job. The second one is like sequelitis on crack, and it's just they try and do the same shit, but they change all the wrong things, and it's just not funny. I don't know. And Kevin Hart's not funny at all. Everything he's trying to do in that movie just made me cringe. Anyway,
Kevin Hart is love.
Mutineer. I bring you love. I bring you peace. The only thing I remember about this movie was John Leguizamo stealing every scene he was in. We agree, Mutineer.
He did. He fucking stole it. He robbed it like it was a fucking bank and just ran out the back.
Will and Matt's excellent podcast says the goat is dope. So who would win in a fight between Luigi, the Pest, the Violator, and Cholo from Land of the Dead?
Oh, hell yeah.
The Pest would out fucking troll them all. He'd somehow outsmart them.
He would fucking scam the fucking Violator into thinking he was himself. Like, you're looking in a mirror right now. That's why we look the same. It's not because we're the same actor. And he would scam his way out of it.
Luigi would probably die in like 2 seconds flat because, I don't know, the Violator would probably catch them doing lug, 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 and catch him vulnerable and just kill him. Cholo from Land of the Dead. I mean, he fucking died in the movie he was in.
Or would Luigi make the Violator dance, like that scene where he makes the Goombas dance in the elevator, and fucking while he's fucking dancing, jamming out, fucking kill both of them?
Yeah.
He sneaks out through the back, scotch free.
Oh yeah.
What you left out Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I never seen that movie, so I don't know how he'd do.
What, Benny Blanco from the Block?
Never seen it. Yeah.
You never seen Carlito's Way?
Mm-mm.
I've seen Jenny from the Block.
Fuck, that's a Cinema Enema idea. I can't believe you've never seen. I thought you liked De Palma.
Oh yeah.
You should see it. But that's a Cinema Enema idea for sure. That's a good flick, man. But anyway, yeah, he's in that. Benny Blanco from the Block. All right, so that's a good question though. It's fun to think, and Witch King says Michael Jai White's second best after Universal Soldier: The Return. I think you're trolling Witch King because that movie's fucking terrible.
Is that the one with Goldberg?
Yes, like where he's doing nothing but one-liners and they're just cringy. Like Saved by the Bell, Devereaux. Like everything's like a pun.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what he says.
That movie was so bad they pretended it didn't exist with the next sequel.
Oh no, yeah, it wasn't canon anymore. But the third one. Let's see, Regeneration and then Day of Reckoning, the fourth one, are really good. The third one's really good, especially like the last third of the movie. Like it really is a really solid action-packed ending. The fourth one with Scott Adkins is fucking really good. It's some of the best action on film in the last 10
Does he have a mustache in it?
Who?
Scott Adkins.
No, he doesn't have a
mustache. Is he trying to stop kids from putting on those damn fucking Halloween masks?
Yeah, it's Tom Atkins.
I know.
Baby.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
I was like, what are you Atkins?
He didn't even notice.
Yeah, that was...
You talking about Night of the Creeps, baby?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, no, but watch, if you haven't seen the third, especially the fourth one, watch that fourth one. The fourth one's really good.
So when they were... That's weird how they got better.
The fourth one's fucking awesome. And it's a really good... The choreography, and it's great. Like, they did the smart thing by... I hate it when action movies hire athletes, right? I know why they do, because athletes can do the physical shit. Sylvester Stallone used to always say, he used to always hire real boxers to play like the boxers in Rocky, like the villains and shit most of the time, because he said it's way easier to teach an athlete how to act than it is to teach an actor how to box, which makes sense. But
what's there to teach? You just fucking swing your hands around.
Well, they speak minimally. Anyway, in this movie, they did the smart thing by hiring a lot of real MMA fighters to play the Unisols, which is great because they don't talk. So you don't get any of the shitty acting, and they fucking take hits. Like, there's no cutaways, man. They are fucking landing blows, and they are getting jacked in the face, and it's some of the best action ever. It's very, very, very... There's this one...
You like it when men fucking beat each other up, don't you, you dirty bitch?
They jack each other. No, so there's this one scene in particular where Scott Adkins is fighting this one MMA fighter, Unisol, in a sports store. It's unreal. It's really, really cool. Anyway, that's the end of that. Royce loves his shotgun. What a name.
Royce to 5'9".
Royce to 5'9", man.
Royce the cow.
Royce to 5'9" says, everyone talks about liquid. He says liquid Zamo. I think that's a typo.
What up, liquid Zamo? It's liquid snake.
Liquid
Dude,
snake.
That's who we should get to play fucking Snake in the movies.
Liquid. Okay, everyone talks about Leguizamo's clown, but it's Martin Sheen playing a Donald Trump type asshole. That's the best, in my opinion. That and his black hair dye job. Yo, Goat, you're fired, dude. Mucho love, amigo. Viva la movie graveyard. So,
oh, yeah.
Awesome. So maybe Royce loves his shotgun. Maybe you came over from his channel. I don't know. Maybe.
Hell
so,
yeah.
Much appreciated. If you're new over here, I'm not sure. Maybe you're just a first-time caller per se. But thanks for commenting. We appreciate it. Check out our other shit. Oliver Closeoff also says, all of a sudden I have a craving for goat cheese. Because we were talking about goat cheese.
Hell yeah, baby. Eat it. Let us know how it is.
Yeah.
It's good cheese.
Mendoza says on I'm halfway through this commentary and I am loving every minute of it. So Mendoza likes to comment as he's listening. I appreciate the fuck out of that. Pink Flamingos. Pedro says it's in Spanish or Portuguese because he's saying, I don't know what he's saying. He's saying Legenda en Portuguese. And then you put slow down Adam Sandler style.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd say it again so I could say, oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing Legenda is legend. Maybe he's saying this movie's legendary in Portugal. I don't know, but there's question marks, which threw me off.
It's classic in Portugal.
He probably wanted us to give him the copy of the movie translated into his language.
Okay. Well, can't do that. I'm sorry.
Or what if he said, like, you guys are the bomb in Portugal? Like, everybody's doing the Mac and Zach and the Aaron.
Whenever you guys put something in a foreign language, we're just going to translate it into what we want it to say.
Exactly.
Pink Flamingos. Pedro Alexander says, Zach, I bet your dick is way thick.
Hell yeah.
Aaron, I bet you get all the ladies. And you guys... Oh, no. It translates to Aaron was right. This movie's a piece of shit. Nobody wants to watch a whistling asshole for 3 minutes straight.
Fuck, boy.
It's not a good movie, man.
It's amazing.
Spawn. This is Adrian Mendoza's comment after he finished, I guess. He said, when will there be a Lionheart commentary with special guest Corey G? And he quotes, that wouldn't take ballsiness, that would take palsiness. He says that line from Zach had me cracking up. He said, dank was not used enough in this commentary, he says. I hope you guys are serious about Zach making a video reviewing his new Fleshlight. It's funny, Aaron. I make those same faces that Janice Griffith makes.
Hell yes.
Interesting. Well, who knows, man? Maybe there will be footage of Zach's drunken endeavor.
See, whenever you were saying that, I was looking up. Oh yeah, I gotta find a picture you referenced so we can put it in the thumbnail somewhere.
Let's see. I'm not gonna read.
So if you look really hard, I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just throw that out.
DIY Mississippi Filmworks. Is this the guy that hosted Exploited with you?
I can't say.
It's funny though, man, because I kind of want to. I sent this to you guys because this comment cracked me up, and I'm gonna read it anyway. But he commented on Ninja 3 Breaking 2, Exploited Cinema, and I found it funny because DIY Mississippi Filmworks. I've never seen this commenter before. He goes, "I am waiting on Ninja 4, starring everyone's favorite fat ninja Corey G. Of course, the film is sponsored by Karate Mart. Shop smart, shop Karate Mart." And I'm like, how does this guy know? Like, he must be like either an avid listener.
Yeah, basically, everybody, you want to see the Corey G showing off. He's shilling for Karate Mart now. He's a paid employee of Karate Mart. He's fucking showing off his fucking his fucking dank ninja skills in a new video. Check it out. Look it up. It's a Movie Graveyard. And it's because he used to be on the Movie Graveyard podcast, but then he like made his own YouTube for it, and he still runs the YouTube, but he's not on the podcast. But he did come back and do an episode on the podcast, so check that out. It's new. And yeah, he was showing some Karate Mart stuff. It was pretty dang. He shows you a knife that like, oh yeah, I pull this out, I stab you with this, and yeah, look and see how it twists. You can't cauterize that. You can't cauterize that. He's doing the fucking dank ass karate skills.
Wait, Zach, are you saying
so he's pulling a Bass Rutten?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
but yeah, he's clearly a noob because like if anybody who's anybody knows that it's pronounced karate, that he would have known that if he watched SpongeBob SquarePants.
Maybe you said it and I wasn't paying attention, but is Corey G the secret co-host on this new episode?
Hell yes.
Is he really?
No.
Okay, I'm like, what? Mind blown. What would you have done, man?
That would have been amazing.
What?
And I would have had to hide that until it came out.
If Corey G was the mysterious guest on the comeback of Exploited. Okay, well, there's more. Does this sound like the guy that you did the hosting with, though? The guy, the DIY Mississippi Filmworks?
I can't say.
He's wearing a lucha mask in the avatar. Anyway, I think there's a conspiracy going on here. Anyway, he left a whole bunch of comments, and I'm not going to read them because that's Exploited. But he did comment on our extra commentary, though. DIY Mississippi Filmworks says, one of the first times we went to rent some VHS tapes, we had been renting Betamax tapes for a few years. I rented Extra. The box cover compared it to E.T., and I thought, fuck yeah, E.T. rules. Did it really?
It did that?
Like, if you loved E.T., your kids will love Extra.
That'll blow a kid's fucking mind.
Great. What? That's so fucking funny. And he also says, great to see the podcasting legend Goat on here. Goat, please make more videos. You and Phil are missed.
Hell yeah.
So regardless, it sounds like DIY Mississippi Fireworks is an old school Goat and Movie Graveyard fan. So Happy to see you coming on board and checking out our shit over here. I can't get over that, man. If I was Steven Spielberg or Amblin Entertainment, I would have sued fucking Extro.
I would have fucking gave them a medal.
No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty funny though.
Like you were gonna fuck up these kids.
But isn't that funny though? That's the kind of thing that would have. I used to have to like fib into renting certain things, right? I remember I was with my grandma, and to rent Mortal Kombat 3, I had to straight up lie and pull some shit out of my ass about how it was a game that was not violent. And I had to make up this entire fucking story.
Yeah, see, they did that for you. That's why they put it on the box.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the shit that would have enabled me. Like Grammy, you remember E.T., that cute little movie about that? It's just like that.
Oh,
you know, there's no fucking weird rape with this little dick that comes out.
Like she sees you playing it, and it's like finish her, and you fucking rip her head off, and she's like,
My game room was in the basement. She never came down there. Never once in my life did I ever see her come down there. She would always open the door from the tops of the stairs, and she would yell, "Lunchtime." She never came down there. So yeah, once I rented something that was kind of bad, I was in the clear. But yeah, so yeah, that would have made it easy. Anyway, DIY Mississippi Filmworks, you also commented on our Married with Children, It's a Bundyful Life commentary. He says, for 30 years now, every Christmas Eve, I watch this episode of Married with Children. For years, I watched the same VHS I had recorded the episode on back in 89, upgraded to DVD in the 2000s, and now usually watch the episode off whatever streaming service has Married with Children available. Thanks for the great episode. Y'all are one of the best cult/horror/whatever cinema podcasts regularly putting out episodes. Too many podcasts in this genre fall into a pit and end up dead. Well, that's the best comment I think we've had all year. That's great.
We got to fulfill the prophecy, though. We got to fall into a pit and die now.
Hey, man, that just kind of goes along with what we were talking about. I think we were talking about on the Spawn commentary with Goat. But, you know, everybody that we started doing this stuff with along at the same time 10 years ago, when it used to be a community, shit ends up happening. Maybe it lasted 2 years. I like to think the average even when I see people that like aren't famous, like friends or come out with podcasts, dude, just put a timer on your watch. It seems like they never make it past like 3 episodes and they just never record again. So we've kept this boat alive for 10 whole years and we've stayed consistent. So I like seeing a comment like this, man, because it means that I guess we're doing something right. So it's pretty cool. We're going to keep defending the faith on it. Pee-wee's Christmas special, Ass Hat Podcast. I'm not sure. Yeah. I've not heard of the Ass Hat Podcast, but it sounds like it could be right up Zach's alley. He says, this and Blackadder Christmas special are my must-see Christmas Day specials. Thank you for the great episode, guys. We'll have to check out the Ass Hat Podcast. I'm trying to look at the avatar on there, and it kind of looks like Conor McGregor staring down fucking Floyd Mayweather. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like WWF shit. Maybe that's Chris Benoit. That'd be cooler if it was.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to check it out. He also commented on Water Power.
Hey, you know what? Say what you want to about Chris Benoit, but nothing beats that finisher.
Oh, dude.
You don't come back from that.
Dude. Okay. Ass Hat Podcast commented on Water Power too. I'm not going to read it, but I can tell by his comment that he was an old school exploited cinema fan. See, this is the beauty, man. All these people coming from all these other places that used to listen to all this shit we used to, record with and stuff. I mean, these people are still around, so I'm glad people are appreciating exploited cinema. I'm glad people are listening to Goat shit and, finding our shit too. Ass Hat Podcast also commented on Pink Flamingos. He says, back in my heavy drinking days, we would rent films every weekend, trying to find the oddest, grossest, most fucked up films we could find. A new video store opened in town, and they not only had Pink Flamingos, but also had Necromantic. The singing asshole scene in Pink Flamingos got shown to everyone that came to the house the 3 days the tape was rented. That's about all those movies are good for, man. It's like when you find a movie that's just kind of gross and shock value-ish, you just want to show people it so they can suffer and see it too, and you can see the reaction. I mean, that's all the filmmakers make it for, I'm convinced, right? What else? John Waters wasn't trying to say something artistic with it. He just wanted to see people come to the theater and watch their fucking jaws drop when they saw a singing asshole. All right, last couple comments here. Spawn, Adrian Mendoza, he says, I was a huge Manson fan in high school. I hope Marilyn Manson, that's what he's talking about.
No, he meant fucking the Manson. Fucking, he was like, oh man, the way he brought fucking Helter Skelter and he knew what the meaning was and he fucking killed those fucking pigs. That was fucking dank.
Now, he
was all in.
He agrees with you, Zach, because he says his favorites were his trilogy, Mechanical Animals, Hollywood, and Antichrist Superstar. you were talking about all that shit, so I went out of curiosity and listened to Hollywood to see what the fuss was about, and it had that. I've seen the fight song, like that title, but I didn't know. I can't really sing any Marilyn Manson song, but I started listening to it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I've heard this song. I feel like I've heard it on a film somewhere before because I've never listened to this album.
Disposable Teens, that's a donk song. That's on fucking Blair Witch 2. Great movie.
Where have I heard fight song in a movie, right? I'm not afraid, or I'm not a slave to a God that doesn't exist. I know that chorus, and I can't remember where I've heard it.
Yeah, it's probably in stuff.
But anyway, so last comment I'll read, last house on the left, Ishmael Permew. He says, is there any chance you guys would ever do a commentary for one of the lesser John Hughes flicks, Career Opportunities? It's from 1991. It makes you want to go to Target, and Jennifer Connelly is a total babe in it. I could imagine you guys riffing pretty good on this one. Any replies? Well appreciated. Take care. Well, we thank you. We always reply to you, Ishmael, and I would do it. I know Career Opportunities.
I would do it. I've never seen it, actually.
And that's what I responded. I said I'd be willing to bet Zach's never seen it because I've never seen it.
I've seen dank memes of Jennifer Connelly looking hot as fuck, though, from the movie.
Really?
Yeah, like I've seen GIFs.
And that's a movie that John Hughes wrote. He didn't direct it, but John Hughes also wrote Home Alone 3, so I don't know.
Amazing film.
But no, I would do it. In fact, I mean, like we're all about doing fucking requests right now. So if Zach was interested in getting that one in the box, we could maybe that's one I'd want to watch as a first time or two because it's probably all right. And then we could do a commentary for it. I'd be down. But anyway, that was a marathon of questions. And anything else you guys want to add before we wrap it up, Mac?
It was the Starlinks. Did you guys see that? The SpaceX Starlinks from Elon Musk.
No,
when you
released those into space, baby.
When you mentioned that the first time, we weren't even like technically on the podcast, so that's totally out of context.
Yeah, fun fact, like after I gave the punchline to that Chris Benoit joke, my fucking internet just like kicked me off and we had to call back.
What do you I've been recording, so what do you mean it wasn't on the recording?
Oh no, we were recording too, but when we had to bring Zach back in, we had to like, you know,
it was before we started officially.
Like started, yeah. And he asked that. But anyway, so you don't think Spaced Invaders, you think it's going to come out in some form on your Mac and Zach? Are you guys going to redo it?
I'll have to listen to it, baby. We'll see.
Yeah. Maybe I should be the judge. If you don't think it's good, don't delete it because we could maybe use it for something.
Well, we'll put it in the bank.
Yeah, put it in the vault or put it on Patreon or something. On that note, you know, follow us everywhere if you guys aren't already following us. I don't know where you're watching us. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that shit. Follow the links in the caption below. It'll take you over to podcast services. We're basically everywhere. You know, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher. Leave a rating over there to help us out. Leave a nice sentence of feedback if you would. We're on Patreon now if you want to go over there and check out what we have to offer. For the price of a basic bitch coffee, you can support us for the month and get all your content early and help us get to a point where we can give you guys extra shit. But there's already some cool shit in there. And it sounds like this fucking botched ass Mac and Zach episode, if it ain't good enough for which I hate saying because it's like, hey, you guys want all the shit that's not good enough?
Yeah, we need to start doing fucking exclusive stuff, me and Mac and Zach.
For sure. I think if you really do a Fleshlight review, it should go on the Patreon. That's what I think. But anyway, we're not even going to try and pitch it. Go click the link and just kind of go peruse. And it's still in its infant stages over there. So if you guys have any feedback of shit you guys might want that, you know, it's something that it's in our power to do, right? That three guys can actually pull off and give you guys extra. Well, we have open ears. We want to hear what you guys want. What do you guys think it's worth it in a Patreon? So leave us that feedback. I think that's all we got, man. We got a whole lot of content out, so check out all the shit we've been doing recently. The live videos we've been doing, the gameplays. We got a Resident Evil 3 one out, the remake. We've got a couple parts to Castlevania. We got our weekly fucking commentaries that have been going up. I think we're gonna do a cinema anime here soon as we can get River Dance.
River
You know, you didn't ask me if I have anything to say before we end the show, too. I forgot.
Oh, do you have anything to say? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. Do you have anything? You have no. Okay, great. All right. Well, on that note, I can't.
You
that's a perfect place to leave.
So, Zach, you got anything you want to say before we end it?
Nope. Bye, puppets.
Oh yeah.
End of the week at the Revival House. Next month's theme, you gotta figure it out. Italian zombies or Pauly Shore, a slasher with a knife and the girl next door, and one second in, get it all queued up and ready, hit play in 3, 2, 1. Bye bye puppet, Zach Pete and a solo cut band. Couldn't this camera's loving, Josh and Scott failed and Riverman's babe. Bye bye puppets. Sounds good, like this country used to.
I did say, like, oh yeah, I was thinking about, you mentioned that picture of Janice Griffith with the dick in the mouth, and I was like, oh yeah, I looked that up, and I thought I should find a way to incorporate this into the thumbnail for the Spawn episode. And I'm just saying, go look really closely, and I'm just sending them on a wild goose chase, because it doesn't matter how hard they look, they're never gonna find it. But I can always say, you're not looking hard enough.